Good evening from Hickory, North Carolina, as Carson-Newman hits the road for a conference series against the Lenoir Rhyne Bears. Andrew Rogers, delighted you're with us here on the Eagle Sports Network for this audio broadcast of Carson-Newman baseball against Lenoir Rhyne. The two squads meet for the first time this season after meeting 5 times a season ago, and this time when they meet here in 2024, it's in a significant series between both ball clubs. Carson-Newman is 1 game above 500, 15-14 overall, and 8-7 in the league. But that 8-7 record is tied with Lenoir Rhyne, who is also 8-7 in the league. The Bears are 8-7 and are 20-12 overall. They've also found their groove, have the Bears winning 4 straight games in league play after starting conference play 4-7. They're coming off their first sweep of the season in conference play against Emory and Henry. Carson-Newman is in orange uniforms today, gray pants, blue caps, blue helmets when hitting here this evening. Lenoir Rhyne is the home team, of course, in maroon lettering across the front that reads Bears. It's a camo uniform for Chris Ramirez's team. They've got white pants and black socks. We're just about to get underway. Spencer Williams will lead it off for Carson-Newman, and he will face Lenoir Rhyne starting pitcher Kellen Gracedor, and he starts him out with a strike, swinging strike 1. Just underway, 2 minutes early on a 70-degree day here in Hickory, North Carolina for the first of 3. Next offering is low and away. It's ball number 1. Kellen Gracedor this year, 3.33 ERA. 10 appearances, 3 starts. This is his 4th. And he misses outside with a fastball. It's 2 balls and 1 strike on Spencer Williams. Right-hander goes back to work as windup in. The pitch is in. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Spencer Williams to start things here in the top of the first inning. Gracedor shakes off a sign and now fires in a breaking ball that is popped up foul by Spencer Williams out of play. He stays alive to start things here on this Friday evening. Carson-Newman on the road this year, 3-5. First road trip since the middle of the month against Emory and Henry. 2-2 wind, swing and a miss. Williams down swinging on strikes, and that's how we get started in this series. Strikeout for Gracedor, and there's 1 down. I'll bring Dalton McLean to the plate for Carson-Newman in this top of the first inning. McLean swings and misses at the first pitch, and it's strike 1. Dalton this year, 252 average. He's been on base 35% of the time. 17 runs batted in this year, along with a long ball. And the 0-1 sent into him is foul tipped at the glove of Cole Stanford behind the plate. It's swinging strike 2. Right-hander Kellen Gracedor back to work, and his offering is grounded on a chopper to shortstop. Evans up with it. His throw is a high one. It's controlled by the first baseman, Tyler McPeak. And there are 2 away for James Denton. Lenoir Rhyne's infield today. McPeak is at first base. Cole Laskowski is at second base. Zach Evans made that throw. He's at shortstop. Garrett Sanner is at third base. Left to right in the outfield, Blake Bean, Kai Holliday, and Owen Blackledge. Fastball from Gracedor is a strike, 0-1. Good work for Gracedor so far. 9 pitches through the first 2 outs, and batter Denton, who fouls one off left-hand side out of play, and he has fallen behind, has James 0-2. Denton back into the lineup for Wednesday's sweep over Montevallo after missing the previous 5 games with a rib injury. 0-2. Breaking ball's low. It's ball number 1. Denton this year, a .289 average at the plate. He has 5 home runs, hit 1 on Wednesday. Takes fastball outside and high. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes to James Denton. 20 ribbies for Denton this year, looking to keep things alive in the top of the first for Carson-Newman. The 2-2 wind, and the offering is outside of the plate, and Denton has climbed back into this AB. Down 0-2, he's fought back, and the count is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes with the right-hander Greatasar firing low, ball 4. Great battle from James Denton. He draws a 2-out walk after falling behind 0-2, and that gives Harrison Travis a chance to swing with 2 outs in the top of the first inning. Logan Floyd, Ryan Potts, Nicholas Castellana, Aiden Gibson, and Trey Miller do up the rest of the way in Carson-Newman's batting order today. Time called by one of the umpires in the field of play. Now we'll reset as Greatasar came set, now steps off, and he'll readjust. Right-hander comes set. He pauses and pitches to Travis. A chopper right back to the mound. It's controlled by the right-hander. He fires to first. Inning over. Carson-Newman gets a 2-out base runner by the 2-out walk by James Denton. But it's a scoreless top half of the first for Carson-Newman at the plate. Noah Pridmore gets the start here in Game 1. He heads to the mound for Carson-Newman when we get back here on the Eagle Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long. From the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
There's something about a small community that unites us, whether it's cheering on our favorite team or the way we come together in a crisis. Small communities are made up of people with big hearts. We're dedicated to hard work and innovation through sunny days and stormy nights. AEC is always here, powering the people and the places that make our community a spectacular place to call home. AEC, power what matters most.
We welcome you back to Durham Field in Hickory, North Carolina, as Carson-Newman and Lenoir Rhyne battle it out in a significant series here in conference play between the two clubs. They're both 8-7 in the league this season. One of these two teams will leave with at least double-digit wins in league play. Both 3 games back of first place in the standings as well. Noah Pridmore gets ready to toe the mound for the 38th time in his Carson-Newman career. It'll be his 24th start, 8 of which have come this season. This will be his 9th start of the season, and all but 1 start, he's gone at least 5 innings. He's been great for Carson-Newman this year, sporting a 4.47 earned run average. He goes to work against Kai Holiday. The center fielder takes strike 1 on a fastball in from Pridmore to start this bottom half of the first inning. Holiday, Cole Laskowski, and Tyler McPeak, 1, 2, and 3 of the Bears order. Pridmore's line and his 0-1 to Holiday as a slider drops below the zone. It's ball number 1. 1 ball, 1 strike on Kai Holiday, the center fielder, in a scoreless bottom of the first. Pridmore's 1-1 is hit sharply to short. Aiden Gibson's over there. He fields. His throw is low, but Travis is there for the snag at first base, and Holiday down on a ground out to start the bottom half of the first. Well, bring in Cole Laskowski with 1 away on the 6-3 ground out to round out the Carson-Newman infield. Aiden Gibson joined by Logan Floyd in the left side of the infield. Floyd's at third base. Trey Miller's back at second base with Harrison Travis at first base. Nicholas Castellana catches a Pridmore fastball here for strike 1 to Lenoir Rhyne's second baseman. Castellana behind the dish, left to right in the outfield. It's Ryan Potts, Dalton McLean, and Spencer Williams. Righty winds, and his breaking ball is blocked by Castellana at the dish. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Noah Pridmore looking in against the left-handed hitting Laskowski, and the fastball is just off the plate. It was a little low as well, and it's ball number 2. 2 balls, 1 strike to Cole Laskowski, who is hitting .361 this year, has 30 runs batted in. 2-1 is grounded right side on a couple of hops. Trey Miller fields his throw to Travis in time. 2 away. 2 ground ball outs for Noah Pridmore in the first inning. And now he'll face Tyler McPeak for the first time. Tyler McPeak has a .363 average this season. He's the first baseman for the Bears today. Hits from the right side. He's got 7 home runs and nearly 40 runs batted in. The 39 runs batted in officially is the number, are the most for the Bears. He swings over a slider for strike 1 to start his first AB. It's Bears offense that has the number 1 scoring group in the league. Chris Ramirez's team averages more than 9 runs per contest. Foul ball down the left field line by McPeak makes it 0-2 quickly on the Bears' first baseman. It's an offense that scored double digits 11 times this year as well. Pridmore's 0-2, swing and a miss. McPeak chases a slider. Castellana sprints up the first base line to tag McPeak out, and it's a 1-2-3 first for Pridmore and the Eagles. We're through an inning. Carson-Newman, Lenoir, Rhyne, scoreless here on the Eagle Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
There's something about a small community that unites us, whether it's cheering on our favorite team or the way we come together in a crisis. Small communities are made up of people with big hearts. We're dedicated to hard work and innovation through sunny days and stormy nights. AEC is always here, powering the people and the places that make our community a spectacular place to call home. AEC, power what matters most.
Andrew Rogers here on the Eagle Sports Network as 5, 6, and 7 come to the plate against Kellen Gradisar for the Bears in the top half of the second inning. Logan Floyd, Ryan Potts, and Nicholas Castellana due up for Carson-Newman. First pitch, Floyd's rockets to right field. Back goes the right fielder. This ball is heading near the wall, and it's gone. Logan Floyd with an oppo shot to start the scoring here in Hickory. The freshman goes yard for the second straight game to make it a 1-0 game. He takes an oppo to start the second inning, and the Eagles strike early. That'll bring Ryan Potts to the plate. Second career bomb for Logan Floyd. He had a 3-run shot against Montevallo on Wednesday to help ignite a rally, and now starts the scoring with the Bears. Ryan Potts checks his swing and goes around. It's strike 1. Well, what a way to start the scoring with a shot down the right field line as Potts fouls one off Stanford behind the plate, and the umpire will walk out the ball to the starting pitcher, Kellen Gradisar. And it's an 0-2 count on Carson-Newman's left fielder from Dandridge, Tennessee. Next offering, called strike 3. Potts sees a fastball go across the zone, and he watches strike 3 called for the first out of the inning. Well, that extends Floyd's home run, also now extends his hitting streak to 10 games. It's the most by a Carson-Newman hitter this year, and he's been on base now 14 straight games this season. He continues to rake at the dish as Castellana bounces one to third. Tough play for the third baseman. It's a fair ball. Sander tried to scoop it up off the turf and was unable to do so. And Castellana reaches on the infield single. Good hustle from Castellana, too. He made Sander think about his speed to make a quick decision, and the third baseman was unable to make the play. And now Aiden Gibson will swing with one gone and one on for Carson-Newman in the lead, 1-0. Greatestar from the stretch pitches, and Gibson fouls it off as Castellana was in motion on the pitch. 0-1. Pick over to first base. Castellana is back safely with his head-first dive. Aiden Gibson at the plate. It's an 0-1 count, a 1-0 game. We're in the top half of inning number 2. Another pick to first base. Quick move from Greatestar, but luckily enough, Castellana, he had a good read, didn't have too big of a lead off of first base as well. Next offering to Gibson is a fastball across the waist. It's strike 2. Interestingly enough, on that home run for Floyd, where I am seated here at Durham Field, I'm basically next to Carson-Newman's dugout as Gibson will hold that thought. Gibson pops one up in the infield right side behind the first base bag. The play is made by Tyler McPeak for out number 2. He had to battle the base and Castellana, who was obviously going to stay put there with a pop-up in the infield. And luckily for McPeak, the ball forced him to take a couple of steps back beyond the bag to record the second out of the inning. 1-0 game. Now Trey Miller, the 9-hitter for Carson-Newman. Pick over to first base, check on Castellana as Trey Miller steps in for the first time. So interestingly enough, on Floyd's home run, I really can't see the right field line, with especially when you consider Carson-Newman's dugout is right next to me here at Durham Field. And so when all the players started leaping up thinking it was going to be at least maybe an extra base hit for Floyd, as Miller grounds it to short. Evans fields on the run. His right-hand throw across the diamond retires Miller to end the frame. 1-0 Carson-Newman. Logan Floyd goes yard in the second, and Carson-Newman grabs an early lead here on Tom Griffin's birthday. Eagles by a run as we head to the bottom of the second inning here on the Eagles Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
There's something about a small community that unites us, whether it's cheering on our favorite team or the way we come together in a crisis. Small communities are made up of people with big hearts. We're dedicated to hard work and innovation through sunny days and stormy nights. AEC is always here, powering the people and the places that make our community a spectacular place to call home. AEC, power what matters most.
Back for the bottom half of the second inning. Carson-Newman 1, Lenoir Rhyne 0 on Logan Floyd's solo home run to start the top half of the second inning. That home run forced me to base my call after whether or not the Carson-Newman dugout reacted the way it did. The dugout went berserk. That allowed me to know it was gone. I couldn't see it from my angle, but the dugout helped me out to see that ball fly over the wall for Logan Floyd's second career home run. And now Noah Pridmore goes back to work, and he has a one-run lead to work with. And he'll start the second inning against Blake Bean the left fielder for the Bears. Cleanup hitter sees Pridmore, gets into his windup, and the right-hander misses with a fastball low and away. It's ball one. Blake Bean, one of the best hitters in the South Atlantic Conference. 3 home runs, 24 runs batted in, and a .371 average, the best on the club. 1-0. Inside fastball. It brushes Bean off the plate a bit, but it's on the corner for a called strike one. Pridmore pulls the glove above his face, now gets into his windup, and the 1-1 is a breaking ball that Bean went after. Strike two. 1 ball, 2 strike count on Lenoir Rhyne's left fielder to start the bottom half of the second inning. Righty Pridmore looks into his catcher, Nicholas Castellana. Now will step off and reset prior to a 1-2. Pridmore's winded, 1-2 offering. Another slider, Bean wisely stayed away. And it evens the count at 2-2. Now Blake Bean this year has paced one of the best offenses in the South Atlantic Conference. Of course, he had multi-hit games in all 3 of the games with the Wasps last weekend. And watches ball 3 away. Full count on Blake Bean. Had 6 hits last weekend and drove in 3 runs for the Bears, hoping to get Lenoir Rhyne a base runner to start the second. Righty Pridmore winds it as 3-2 is lined to right field, base hit. Ranging over in right field is Spencer Williams. He tracks it down and holds Bean to a long single here in the second inning. Good battle from Bean after he was foolish on a slider from Pridmore on a 1-1. He battled back, forced the count full, got a fastball, and drove it to right field. And now Sal Caricato with a runner on base to start the inning. First hit for the Bears belongs to Bean. And now Pridmore picks to first base to check on Bean with no one out in this inning. Blake Bean this year just has 2 stolen bases. Only Kai Holiday has double-digit steals this year. Pridmore's fastball breaks away from Caricato, 1-0. Sal Caricato is the DH for Lenoir Rhyne. .286 hitter. He has a team-high 9 dingers. Pridmore's pitch is low, below the zone. 2 balls and no strikes on Caricato with Carson-Newman up 1-0. We're in the bottom of inning number 2, the series opener between Carson-Newman and Lenoir Rhyne. The 2 squads will play a doubleheader tomorrow to wrap the series up. 2-0 set for Pridmore. He pauses and pitches a fastball at the waist for a strike. 2-1. Pridmore makes his 4th start in his career against Lenoir Rhyne. And Caricato stayed away from a high fastball. It's 3-1. Hitters count for the DH with no one out and a runner on base. Most recent start came in the South Atlantic Conference tournament. He left the game, did Pridmore, with a game tied at 2 after throwing 6 innings of 2-run ball. They were both unearned runs. Righties 3-1. Inside, ball 4. 5-pitch walk to Caricato. Puts runners on first and second with no one out. So Pridmore will have to deal with 2 runners on base as he faces Owen Blackledge. Here in this second inning, Bean moves up to second base. Blackledge, .330 batting average this season. He's a junior from Canton, Ohio, 6'3" outfielder. Swings from the left side. Pridmore pitches. Blackledge tries to bunt. It's a high bunt, bounced toward Lenoir Rhyne's bench third base side and foul. Pridmore on the mound for Carson-Newman in a jam here in the second inning. With the Eagles up 1-0. Right-hander sets. He looks to second base at Bean and now pitches. A fastball to Blackledge on the corner for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes on Owen Blackledge. TCU transferring father of Todd Blackledge takes away 1-2. Transfers over from the Horned Frogs after a couple of seasons at the Division I level. Hoping to drive in a run or two for the Bears here in the second inning. Pridmore sets and fires in a 1-2. That's hit towards center field. McLean bouncing and dealing with the sun. Bounces to his left to make the catch and fires it in quickly to Trey Miller to not allow Bean to tag up from second base. Line drive fly out rather for Owen Blackledge, and there's one gone now in this second inning. Big first out. That does not allow Caricato or Bean to move up. And now Zach Evans, the shortstop. Evans this year hitting .308, and he takes slider across the zone for called strike 1. Evans has started all but 1 game this year for the Bears. Nobody has started all 32, but Evans, one of 2 players to start in 31 games this year. He's a redshirt junior infielder who's hit safely in 4 of his last 5, but swings and misses. He was out in front of another Pridmore slider, and it's quickly 0-2 on LR's shortstop. Eagles riding a 3-game winning streak here into Hickory, North Carolina. The Bears have a 4-game winning streak. One of those streaks will come to an end here this evening. 2 on, 1 out. Pridmore's 0-2 to the plate. Called strike 3. He went to another slider. This one was up in the zone, right at the waist of Zach Evans for called strike 3. Pridmore with his second K. And in back-to-back outs, puts 2 away with 2 on in the second inning. Big-time punch-out for Pridmore. He's left Bean and Caricato at first base here in this inning, trying to strand him in the second and keep Carson-Newman ahead by a run. Ground ball left side. It's a fair ball over the third base bag. This will allow Bean to score from second base. Caricato's in a rundown between second and third. Miller throws to third. Floyd, the tag, inning over. But it's an RBI single for Cole Stanford. The catcher goes down the line and kept it inside the third base bag. The Eagles get the final out by catching Sal Caricato in between second and third base in a rundown. He was iffy on whether or not to keep running to third or head back to second base. He's caught in a rundown, and Carson-Newman and Lenoir Rhyne score a run each in the second inning. We're tied at 1 as we head to the third here on the Eagle Sports Network.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Angie Rogers welcomes you back to Durham Field in Hickory, North Carolina, as Carson-Newman and Lenoir Rhyne wrap up the month of March with a South Atlantic Conference Series here in North Carolina. Glad you're with us here on the Eagles Sports Network. We're tied at 1 in this matchup of Eagles and Bears. Carson-Newman will start with the top of the order in this third inning. Spencer Williams will lead it off for the Eagles. Williams struck out back in the first inning and goes to work with Carson-Newman tied at 1 with the Bears after Logan Floyd's leadoff single in the second inning. Williams takes away. It's ball 1. He showed bunt initially, forced the third baseman Sander down the line. Gradisar's 1-0 is a strike. Fastball. Two teams trying to climb up in the South Atlantic Conference standings. A massive series this weekend. As Williams fouls it off, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now. If the season ended today, both clubs would make the tournament as the 7th and 8th seeds. Only the top 8 qualify for the South Atlantic Conference baseball tournament. Williams drives one to right. Near the wall goes the right fielder, Blackledge. He's got enough room in deep right to make the play. 1 gone. Williams gave it a drive to straightaway right field, but Blackledge was able to keep himself in the field of play to make that catch for the first out of inning number 3. 1 gone for Dalton McLean. As Gradisar rockets a fastball outside. It's ball 1. Lenoir Rhyne's right-hander with a 3.3 ERA. He's a freshman from Missouri City, Texas. And he misses second fastball. Both have been away. It's 2-0. 6-inning effort in a start against Tusculum 13 days ago as McLean rockets one over the third baseman's head and into left field. Left fielder bobbles it, allowing McLean to get near second base for a 1-out double. Over the head of Sander went McLean's live drive, and Blake Bean was unable to haul it in efficiently enough. I think McLean was going to get to second base anyway, but at least it came in with more of a casual throw because of McLean already being 3/4 of the way to the second base. So it's a 1-out double for McLean. And now James Denton with 1 away. Pitches grounded right side, fielded by Laskowski at second base. He fires to first, and McPeak for the second out, allowing McLean to move to third base. So Denton gets the runner over. McLean to third with 2 outs for Harrison Travis. Travis will step in with Logan Floyd on deck for Carson-Newman in a 1-1 game in the top of the third inning. Gradisar's first pitch is bounced by Travis toward the LR dugout and foul. 70 degrees and sunny. It is relatively windy, 10 to 12 mile per hour winds here in Hickory, North Carolina today. It's supposed to be an excellent weekend for baseball between these two teams. High fastball is missed by Travis, and he's behind no balls and 2 strikes. Gradisar a strike away from stranding McLean at third base with 2 away. The freshman right-hander comes set and is 0-2. Gets away, back to the backstop. Here comes McLean. He will score, and it's 2-1. Excellent job by McLean. He got a good jump as Stanford let the breaking ball from Gradisar go under his legs. And Dalton McLean scores from third, and it's 2-1. Well, how important is James Denton's ground ball to get McLean to third now? 1-2 to Travis, outside and away. It's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Travis, who hits with no one on. Gradisar looks down to his wristband, now winds, and his 2-2 is grounded right side. Will it sneak through? It does! 2-out single for Harrison Travis. Keeps the inning alive for Carson-Newman. Good AB from Travis. He fell behind 0-2. Saw a couple of pitches outside the zone and found a way to sneak it through the right side with a single to keep Carson-Newman's third inning alive. And I'll bring in Logan Floyd, who hit that solo home run in inning number 2, and now time called by Stanford. He'll check on his freshman pitcher, Gradisar, with 2 away. He'll have a quick conversation out on the mound. With the Bears down 2-1 now. Eagles have scored in back-to-back innings and are able to do so here in the 3rd inning off of Gradisar's wild pitch to make it 2-1. Logan Floyd steps back in as Gradisar sets for a 1-0 and now picks to first base, and Travis is back with a dive. 2-1 ball game. Eagles with 4 hits so far. Another pick to first base, and Travis is back safely again. Good to see Harrison Travis and James Denton back into the order. Both of them have dealt with injuries this season, none of which have kept them out for significant time, but just to where they've missed a game or 2 because of it. Another pick over to first. That's 3 in a row. And Travis has been able to get back without a tag from McPeak all 3 times. Floyd waiting for a 1-0. Now finally sees it, and it's an inside fastball for ball number 2. 2 balls, no strikes. It's 2-1. We're in the top of the 3rd inning, and there's 2 outs for Carson-Newman with Travis at first base. 2-0 to Floyd. Breaking ball away, and it's 3-0. Well, you can see the respect that Logan Floyd has already gotten now after his solo home run to start this 3rd inning, or to start the 2nd inning, rather. He has now seen 3 straight out of the zone in his 2nd AB. Here's the 3-0. It's grounded to third off 1 hop. It's fielded by the 3rd baseman, Sanner, and his throw is in time across the diamond to end the inning. Carson-Newman gets a run on a wild pitch. Dalton McLean doubles. He moves to 3rd on a ground out and scores on a wild pitch to make it 2-1 Eagles after 2.5. Bears back to the dish when we return to Hickory, North Carolina after these messages. This is Carson-Newman Baseball on the Eagles Sports Network.
How do you show your support for Carson-Newman? Head over to shopseeandeagles.com right now, where they have all of your needs covered. From clothing to outfitting your tailgate party, whether you're hunting, fishing, or on the golf course, shopseeandeagles.com is the place for you. All of your everyday essentials, from pens to phone chargers, are in one place. For the best gear in the business, visit shopseeandeagles.com today.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Andrew Rogers back here in Hickory, North Carolina. It's a 2-1 ball game here on the Eagles Sports Network. Carson-Newman and Lenoir Rhyne squaring off for the 105th time ever. Carson-Newman's got the 65-39 advantage in this series, and they are 33-15 under Tom Griffin in this series. Eagles are 19-20 in Hickory, having a great record at home, 40-13. 1 game below a 500 mark on the road against these Bears. Garrett Sanner, the 3rd baseman for the Bears, made the final play of the top half of the 3rd. Now he bats to start the bottom half and grounds it to short. All the way on the ground, the ball went to Aiden Gibson, who picks it up and fires across in time. 1 pitch, 1 ground out, 1 out for Noah Pridmore in the 3rd inning.
It's back to the top of the order for the Bears. Center fielder, number 1, Kai Holiday.
Going to bring Kai Holiday to the plate, back to the top of the Bears order here in the 3rd. Pridmore gets his 3rd ground ball out in this, the 9th start of his this year, and misses high to Kai Holiday for ball 1. With an out in this 3rd inning, 2-1 Carson-Newman. Pridmore's winding his 1-0 is a slider that is in there for called strike 1. He's facing Kai Holiday, who's a 5'9" outfielder from Tupelo, Mississippi. He's a junior outfielder who has hit safely in 3 of his last 4 games. Breaking ball bounces into the turf, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike. That's definitely a benefit today for Carson-Newman making the trip to Hickory. It's an all-turf field, infield and all, here at Durham Field as the Eagles make their first trip to Hickory in 4 years. Inside fastball drills Holiday on his left knee, and it's a 1-out hit by pitch here in the 3rd inning, and now the fastest player for the Bears reaches base, and Kai Holiday's 10 for 10 in stolen bases. And now Cole Laskowski steps in with 1 away after grounding out in the top half of inning number 1. Noah Pridmore sets short lead for the speedy Holiday at first base. Pridmore will check on him anyway. Carson-Newman took 2 of 3 in these two teams series last season in Jefferson City. The Eagles won 9-8 and 4-3, part of a doubleheader on that Saturday. Eagles walked it off to cap the series with Trey Miller tagging up from 3rd to get home on a fly ball and foul ground up the hill back at the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex. Allowed Miller to score to get Carson-Newman the series win over, at the time, number 15, Lenoir Rhyne. 0-1, and another pick to first base to check on Holiday, who's back safely diving. The win last year for Carson-Newman was the club's first series win over a ranked team in more than 5 seasons, first over a conference team that was ranked in more than a decade. Fastball was low and away from the right-hander Pridmore, the left-handed hitting Laskowski, and it's 1-1. Holiday still at first base with 1 gone. It's a 2-1 game, and we're in inning number 3, bottom half. Another short lead for the speedy Holiday as Pridmore comes set, and he'll pick over to first base. Travis with a quick tag, but Holiday's back safely. Pridmore comes set, long pause before a 1-1, and now fires. This ball is hit well, but fouled near the LR bullpen and foul ground, out of play, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 count on Cole Laskowski. We're in the bottom of the 3rd. Eagles by a run, thanks to runs in innings 2 and 3. Back-to-back runs thanks to a Logan Floyd home run, and McLean coming around to score on a wild pitch. 1-2, grounded back to the mound. Pridmore's only play is to first. He fields cleanly and throws out Laskowski for the 2nd out of the inning. 2 ground outs for Lenoir Rhyne's second baseman, and now Tyler McPeak with 2 away.
For the Bears, first baseman, number 35, Tyler McPeak.
So Lenoir Rhyne group 20 and 12 overall this year. Quality offense that not just Noah Pridmore, but Carson-Newman's pitchers all weekend will have to deal with. For an offense that hits well above 300 as a group. 7 regular starters hit above 300 as well. McPeak takes inside on a fastball for ball 1. McPeak with an RBI opportunity here with Holiday's speed at second base. McPeak has the 2nd most in the league at 39. Pridmore picks to second base. Miller makes the catch without a tag at the bag with Holiday back standing. 1-0 count. 2-1 game. 2 outs and the 3-hitter McPeak batting. 1-0 pause for Pridmore. He glances at Holiday and pitches. Slider drops in, called strike 1. Pridmore's had success against the Bears. We mentioned this is his 4th start. One of his better ones was in the South Atlantic Conference Tournament. No earned runs. The one in the home series, he gave up 6 runs. Over 4 1/3. 1-1 to McPeak is upstairs with a fastball, 2-1. The key for Pridmore in his recovery between those starts that were only 13 days apart last April was his ability to throw his slider and changeup for strikes. That's those secondary options that he has in his pitch selection. There's a slider in for another strike, and it's 2-2. Deuce is across the scoreboard here at Durham Field in the bottom of the third inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in a 2-1 game with Noah Pridmore facing Tyler McPeak. Righty Pridmore's got the sign from his catcher Castellana. Comes set. He looks at second base and fires in a fastball that is tapped foul. Castellana and Logan Floyd will track it down and recover the baseball, and Pridmore and McPeak will do it again at 2-2. Kai Holliday's at second base. He was hit by a pitch with 1 out in this third inning. Moved over to second on a ground out. That was the second out of the inning. Pridmore sets. The right-hander pauses for a second or two and now pitches home a fastball that is fouled off again. Second straight foul ball by Tyler McPeak, and he stays alive in his second AB. It's been hard for opposing pitchers to keep McPeak limited with his work at the plate. He's had a base hit now in 8 of his last 9 games, and 5 of those have featured multi-hit efforts. Pridmore sets, and another 2-2. Slider upstairs, ball 3. Castellana held it there, hoping that it would trigger a called strike 3. It did not. And the count is full. Pridmore's payoff. He'll go to second base and check on Holliday, who's back safely. Miller was covering to make the catch. Always have to keep a close eye on Kai Holliday and his speed. Certainly Pridmore had done that with Holliday on base in this third inning. Righty sets. He has the sign from Castellana. The payoff to McPeak. Found back. Good battle here between Tyler McPeak and Noah Pridmore, 2 seniors battling against one another with 1 out in this significant series opener. Big series for both clubs. Should both want to move up in the league standings. Long look in for the right-hander Pridmore. He's got his sign from Castellana. Comes set. And the 3-2 is popped up right side into the air. Sprinting in is Spencer Williams, and he can't make the play. It's over his head. 1 run is in, and McPeak moves to second base, and it's 2-2. It was hit so high into the air. And with Williams battling a sun-soaked Durham field, it made it difficult for the Seymour, Tennessee native to track it down. He overran it, and it results in a base hit to right. They'll charge that as a double. And McPeak drives in Kai Holliday. Had McPeak ran that out quicker, he may be at third base. Pridmore back to work, and now faces Blake Bean with 2 away, the cleanup hitter. First pitch grounded right side on a couple of hops. Trey Miller fields cleanly, his throw to first in time, inning over. But Lenoir Rhyne strikes, the double to right for Tyler McPeak, ties it up at 2. We're through 3 here in Hickory. 2-2 here on the Eagle Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long. From the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
There's something about a small community that unites us. Whether it's cheering on our favorite team or the way we come together in a crisis. Small communities are made up of people with big hearts. We're dedicated to hard work and innovation through sunny days and stormy nights. AEC is always here, powering the people and the places that make our community a spectacular place to call home. AEC, power what matters most.
Six, 7, and 8 of Carson-Newman's batting order will step to the plate for the Eagles in the fourth inning. Both clubs have scored 1 run each in the second and third innings to bring us to a 2-all score as we head to the top half of inning number 4. Tyler McPeak's double in the third has tied the game again. For the Bears, it'll be Ryan Potts to lead it off after striking out in the second inning, and he pops the first pitch foul out of play for strike 1. Second AB for Potts, who enters with a 7-game hitting streak. He's been seeing the ball just as well maybe as Logan Floyd has, earning Potts another start in Tom Griffin's outfield today. Takes pitch outside, it's 1-1. Potts makes his 18th start of the year and takes called strike 2. 2-2 count on Carson-Newman's left fielder today, Ryan Potts. Adesar's 1-2 wide, and his fastball's called strike 3. Gets Potts looking. And then there's 1 out. Bring Nicholas Castellana to the plate. The Carson-Newman catcher with the base knock in the second inning. He singled with 1 out and swings and misses. And Gradisar's fastball at strike 1. 3 punch outs for Lenoir Rhyne's freshman pitcher. 0-1. Fastball outside. It's 1-1. Mentioned Gradisar, he makes his 4th start as a true freshman. 27 innings pitched, just 6 walks to 17 Ks heading in as Castellana skies one high out to left field. Late jump for Bean. He sprints toward it and makes the catch. Boy, he made that look difficult. On that high fly ball, the sun is difficult to deal with for these outfielders this evening. It's all over Durham Field, and that ball was hit so high from Castellana that Bean didn't even know where it was off the bat. His shortstop, Zach Evans, was pointing him in the direction initially, and once Bean found it, he was able to make the play for the second out, and now Aiden Gibson takes strike 1. 0-1 line for the righty, and the pitch to Gibson is a strike again with another fastball at the waist, 0-2. Credit Blake Bean out in left field for the awareness to stick with it when initially not seeing it off the bat as Gibson lines one over the first baseman's glove and into right field. It's a single with 2 outs for Aiden Gibson. Carson-Newman's 5th hit keeps the inning alive.
Second baseman number 7,
Good no ball 2-strike hitting from Aiden Gibson. He took a fastball the other direction to get Carson-Newman a base runner here in the 4th. Gradisar works from the stretch with Gibson aboard and misses with a fastball upstairs. It's ball number 1. Let's find out what Carson-Newman can do with 2 outs as Trey Miller steps back in. He's the second baseman for the Eagles, and he lines it over the head of the second baseman, Laskowski, into right center. Gibson from first to third. The throw's over the cutoff man. Miller sprints to second with 2 outs. Kai Holiday missed his cutoff from right center, allowing Miller to sprint from first then to second base. Back-to-back 2-out singles for the Eagles put runners in scoring position. And Spencer Williams will hit with 2 away. Good opportunity for Williams here, he's 0 for 2 today. He's drove in 12 runs this year, and he takes outside for ball 1. Williams struck out against Gradisar in the first inning and flew out to deep right in the third. Here's the 1-0, and Williams drives it to right again. This ball nears the wall. Back goes the right fielder, Blackledge, and it's gone! Spencer Williams with a shot to right. Puts Carson-Newman up 5-2. Williams' fourth bomb of the season. All 4 of his career home runs this season. He goes back-to-back. It's 5-2. Williams has hit 3 home runs in the last 6 days for Carson-Newman as Dalton McLean swings and fouls one back. What a loud way to strike back, all with 2 outs. 2-out inning has been magnificent for Tom Griffin's squad. Here this evening as McLean takes, and it's 1-1. McLean puts a drive into this one to right center. Kai Holiday back near the wall. He's got room, and he makes the catch, inning over. But Carson-Newman does damage with 2 outs. 3 consecutive hits with 2 outs. 2 singles from Aiden Gibson and Trey Miller. And Spencer Williams drives him in with a 3-run shot to right. Carson-Newman leads 5-2. And now Noah Pridmore looks for a scoreless bottom half of the 4th when we return to Durham Field after these messages. This is the Eagle Sports Network.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through Auto Owners Insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
Spencer Williams' 2-out, 3-run bomb gives Carson-Newman a 5-2 lead as we head to the bottom half of this 4th inning here on the Eagle Sports Network. Andrew Rogers, glad you've decided to take part of your Friday evening to join us here from Hickory, North Carolina. Pridmore's wine, and his first pitch of this inning to Sal Caracano is a slider for strike 1. Pridmore's got his sign from Castellana, winds in an 0-1 offering, bounces in with a changeup. And the count moves to an even 1-1. Well, the Eagles have started to use the long ball as a weapon this season. At the plate, 1-1 from Pridmore to Caracano is popped up right side and foul. Giving chase as Williams, he runs out of room. 28 home runs for Carson-Newman now this season. And 21 of them have been in the month of March. Ridiculous effort for Tom Griffin's team hitting the baseball, and counting the 2 tonight, the Eagles have hit 7 in the last week. Breaking ball upstairs from Pridmore. The count evens to Caracano 2-2 here in the bottom of the 4th. Spencer Williams, Logan Floyd, James Denton all homered for Carson-Newman in that 5-run comeback on Wednesday against Montevallo. 2-2 from Pridmore. Sliders tapped foul near the Bears' dugout to keep Caracano alive. He is the 5-hitter for Lenoir Rhyne here in this series opener. Both teams have scored. The Eagles have scored in 3 consecutive innings. The Bears have scored in back-to-back. Can Pridmore get a shutdown inning for his club? That's what he aims for here, trying to get the first down on Caracano. The pitch is popped up off the end of the bat in the infield. Miller shields the sun with his right hand and makes the catch in the infield for the first down. Good job for Miller. He is one of few fielders without sunglasses. In fact, all of Carson-Newman's infielders do not have sunglasses, but all three of the outfielders do. Miller did a good job shielding the sun with his offhand for the first out of the inning. Caracato is 0 for 2. And now Owen Blackledge. First pitch to him. The lefty takes low and away. It's ball 1. Well, Carson-Newman, the home run tally now at 28. Wingate leads the league with 43, but Carson-Newman was right near the top half of the league in home runs hit and only surging up after 2 more today. Pop fly out to center. McLean shields the sun. He backs up, makes the catch on Blackledge of the fly ball 2 away. It is difficult when the ball is hit in the air, especially for the outfielders, until the sun goes down here on this Friday evening. No clouds in the sky. It's a beautiful evening for baseball, but it's challenging for the outfielders having to look into the sun here this evening. Pridmore's breaking ball is low to Zach Evans, and it's ball 1. Think back for Williams, the 3-run home run. Remember, he had a ball hit in right field that, yes, it looked routine. It was a high hit ball, but with the sun, as this ball goes off the plate, despite going into the field of play, hit the plate first. And maybe even in the batter's box of Evans is from the right side, forcing it to be foul, and it's 1-1. But Williams was unable to come up with that fly ball to right in the 3rd off the bat of Tyler McPeak. But it makes up for that in the top half of inning number 4 with that 3-run shot with 2 outs. Foul ball to the Bears dugout, and it's 1-2 now. (5-2) Carson-Newman lead. 2 gone here in inning number 4. Pridmore looks for his second 1-2-3 inning. Righty winds and is 1-2 is lined. A short diving effort for Gibson, but it sneaks through. And it's a base hit to left field with 2 outs for Zach Evans. Slider stayed up in the zone for Evans to drive, and now the Bears try to counteract Carson-Newman's 2-out hitting with some of their own here in the bottom of inning 4. Bears have 4 hits, 3 of which now are with 2 outs in the inning. McPeak's RBI double last inning was with 2 outs. As Cole Stanford steps in, he had an RBI single in the 2nd inning and grounds the first pitch to 3rd. Floyd will go to 2nd with it, and Miller is there. Inning over. 2-out knock for Zach Evans, but he's left at first base, and Noah Pridmore blanks the Bears and gets his shutdown inning in inning number 4. We've played 4 in Hickory. It's Carson-Newman 5 and Lenoir Rhyne 2. And this is the Eagle Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long. From the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
5-2 game, and Carson-Newman will see a new pitcher for Lenoir Rhyne in the form of right-hander Randon Rigdon. The right-hander has a 6.04 ERA this year. He's 6'4", 170 pounds. He's a junior from Metter, Georgia, and he makes his first appearance in 6 days through 2 1/3 scoreless against Emory and Henry last weekend. A couple of strikeouts to just 1 walk. He's had 3 1/3 consecutive scoreless innings for the Bears. And overall this year, in his time on the mound, he has put together some quality effort. 13 appearances on the slab for Chris Ramirez, and 7 of them featured scoreless outings. He'll aim for that and some more as we enter the top of the 5th inning. He relieves starting pitcher Kellen Gradisser, who leaves his start having thrown 59 pitches. He gives up 7 hits, 5 runs. They're all earned, a walk, and 3 Ks as he faces 20 batters in those 4 innings. It's to the bullpen now. Randon Rigdon against James Denton. 3, 4, and 5 of Carson-Newman's batting order. Set to face Lenoir Rhyne's reliever, who works exclusively from the stretch. He sets and it lifts the left leg and fires in a pitch that is called strike 1 to James Denton. Denton steps in for the 3rd time. He has grounded out in the 3rd and walked in the 1st. 0-1. Fastball high and away, and the count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Eagles winners of 3 straight entering the weekend here with Lenoir Rhyne. A win today would be the longest winning streak for Carson-Newman this year. Denton drives one to right. Back goes the right fielder. It's over the scoreboard, and Carson-Newman goes yard again. This off the bat of James Denton, and it's 6-2. Boy, oh boy, is Carson-Newman seeing it well at the dish here as of late. Another multi-homer game for Carson-Newman. 3rd now of the afternoon. Denton yard for a 6th time. It's a 4-run game. Williams, Floyd, Denton all going yard for Carson-Newman. That's the same trio that went yard Wednesday against Montevallo and helped spark that 5-run comeback. Those 3 do it again, and now Harrison Travis, who's hit a team-high 8, tries to join the party as he takes a breaking ball low. It's ball 1, a ball and a strike on Carson-Newman's first baseman. Travis, of course, has that 5-homer weekend against Emory and Henry. He hit 3 in 1 game. 1-1. Tapped foul at the dish by Travis. It's 1-2. One ball and 2 strikes. No one out. It's the top of the 5th, and Carson-Newman's up by 4. The set for the right-hander, and he drills Travis on his left elbow. Well, a shaky start for the reliever here in Randon Rigdon. He has given up a solo home run, and now he's hit Travis on a 1-2 pitch. And now Logan Floyd, who's went yard for Carson-Newman. Eagles have hit 28 home runs this season. To put in perspective the quality number that is, Eagles only had 23 all of last year. High fly ball to right. Floyd gives it a run out there and right, and it's Holiday from center field ranging to his left in the gap to make the catch, and that's the first out of the inning. Good try from Floyd, but he is retired for the 2nd time, and now Ryan Potts will step in.
Left fielder number 22, Ryan Potts.
So the reliever, Rigdon, gets his first out of his relief outing and now goes to work against the outfielder Potts, who has a 7-game hit streak. First pitch is high with a fastball, throw to first. Not in time with a back pick. and it's 1-0. Another pick to first base. Ball gets away from McPeak. Travis will sprint towards second base. He makes an initial turn and now stops at second base. The throw goes to third. And Travis moves up a spot on the failed pickoff attempt by the pitcher, Rigdon. The Eagles trying to add on. It's a 4-run game thanks to James Denton's solo home run in this top half of inning number 5. Trying to play add-on here and extend a 4-run lead. The pitch from the reliever Rigdon is a fastball to Potts, and that is strike 1. Righty sets and fires in. Potts checks his swing. This ball heads toward the Carson-Newman dugout. For a foul ball, it's 1-2. Foul ball by Potts off of Cole Stanford's mask. And Ryan stays alive. It's a 1-ball, 2-strike count with 1 out in this 5th inning and already a run across on James Denton's 6th home run of the year. Rigdon sets. He looks back at second base where Harrison Travis gets a lead and pitches a fastball by Ryan Potts. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Potts has struck out all 3 times. He has gone to the dish. And now the 2-out batter is Nicholas Castellana.
Up next, catcher number 12, Nicholas Castellano.
First pitch gets away from Stanford all the way to the backstop. This will allow Travis to move to third. He rounds third and will stay there as Stanford tracks it down. Another wild pitch. That's the second time. 1 run has already come across for Carson-Newman on a wild pitch, and now this one allows Travis to get to third base with Castellana hitting and 2 outs in this 5th inning. Rigdon lifts the left leg and rockets a fastball that is fouled off by Castellana up the left side. 1-1. Randon Rigdon, the reliever for Lenoir Rhyne, trying to keep the Bears within 4. Righty sets the pitch. Good slider, but it was just inside. And it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Rigdon comes set. Deep breath and lifts the leg and fires in a fastball that Castellana kind of checked his swing at. Didn't go fully around with his swing. Maybe 75% with the swing. It's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, a runner at third. The pitch inside fastball. It's ball 3. Good spot from Rigdon, but a better eye from Castellana to stay away from the inside pitch. Righty looks in. He's got his sign from his catcher, Stanford. Deep breath to the pitch. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Randon Rigdon, but Carson-Newman extends the lead. The Eagles have scored for 4 straight innings. James Denton provides Carson-Newman's 3rd long ball of the evening. His 6th of the year makes it 6-2 Carson-Newman as we head to the bottom half of inning number 5 here on the Eagle Sports Network.
If
If you're looking for official Eagle merchandise, look no further than the Carson-Newman bookstore. With a large selection of Carson-Newman gifts and apparel, you're sure to find something to please the entire family. From stuffed eagles to towel sets, sweatshirts, shorts, hats, and slippers, we literally have you covered from head to toe. We have just the item you're looking for no matter what the season. So whether you're an Eagle student, parent, alumni, or fan, shop us for everything orange and blue. Call 865-471-3539 for more information and store hours. We'll see you at the Carson-Newman bookstore.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
The game's over, but we're just getting warmed up.
Back here in Hickory, North Carolina, it's Carson-Newman by 4 runs. It's 6-2 here on the Eagles Sports Network. As we head to the bottom of the 5th, we're glad you're with us here in Hickory, North Carolina. Pinch hitting for Lenoir Rhyne is Eli Willen. He pinch hits in the 9th spot for the Bears and will hit for Garrett Sanner. With the Bears down by 4 runs, they'll face Noah Pridmore. The first pitch from Pridmore is a breaking ball that is missed and fanned at for strike 1. Good run support for Noah Pridmore here in his 9th start of the year, as the right-hander puts his glove above his face, has the sign is wide, and the pitch is outside off the plate, 1-1. Mentioned Pridmore's success in the conference tournament against the Bears. Lenoir Rhyne won that conference tournament matchup against CN 7-3, but Pridmore was outstanding in that effort. He's ahead 1-2 on Eli Willen, the pinch hitter for Chris Ramirez's squad. Willen just taking his 8th cuts of the year at the dish. 8 at-bats now. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Pridmore blows the fastball by him, and that's the first out of the inning. Punch out number 3 for Pridmore. That's the first out of the 5th inning, and back to the top of the order now. And Kai Holiday.
Kai Holiday.
Eagles in Pridmore's career when he starts are 13-11 as he misses low to Holiday, who is taking off his gear. Thought maybe he got hit by the pitch, and they say he did not. Holiday took off his left shin guard and was about to take off his gloves, and the umpire at home said, might as well stay in the box. That did not hit you, as now he takes a strike. 1-1. I didn't see anything. I've got an excellent view here at field level. No reason for Holiday to think he reached base. That pitch was just low into the turf. 1-1 set, and the pitch for Pridmore. Holiday checked his swing on, went around, and it's strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Kai Holiday with 1 gone in the 5th inning. Pridmore likes the sign that Castellana gives him. Moves to his left and is 1-2. Breaking ball is hit toward the left side. Gibson fields, throw, not in time. Kai Holiday sprints up the line, uses his speed to outrun Gibson's throw from behind the second base bag. And it's an infield single for Lenoir Rhyne's 5th hit of the evening. That'll bring Cole Laskowski to the dish for Lenoir Rhyne. Laskowski is 0 for 2. 5 different Bears have a base hit in this game against Pridmore. Only 2 runs to show for as Pridmore sets and his offering is low and inside to the second baseman for ball 1. I mentioned Pridmore's success. Only the Cedarville start when he went 4 2/3 and struck out 7 back in early February when he reset at the time his career high of 7 strikeouts. That being the only time he has gone less than 5 innings on the mound. He's behind Laskowski. It's 2 balls and no strikes. Every other start this year, he's gone at least 5 frames. And he's 2 outs away from doing that here again tonight. So he'll pick over to first base. Holiday's back without a dive. Still a sun-soaked Durham field. He mentioned that being a challenge for both teams as outfielders. The entire field of play is still drenched by the sunshine here in Hickory. 2-0 set for the right-hander. Holiday stays put at first base because the pitch is outside. It's 3-0. 3 straight balls to Laskowski with a runner on base. Pridmore comes set as he tries to find the zone here. Fastball there for a strike. 3 balls, 1 strike. It's a 6-2 game. Carson-Newman has scored 6 runs over the last 4 innings thanks to 3 long balls. Righty Pridmore sets for a 3-1. Holiday takes off. The pitch is lined back up the middle. Base hit. Holiday will move from second to third. McLean's throw cut off by Miller. And runners are on the corners here in the 5th for Lenoir Rhyne. Good base running from Holiday, but better hitting from Cole Laskowski to get his first hit of the night.
Up next for the Bears.
And now Tyler McPeak. Another RBI opportunity for McPeak, who has hit the 40 ribby mark with his RBI double in the 2nd inning, or rather 3rd inning, as Travis Tingle has made his way out of Carson-Newman's first base dugout. And will at least chat things over with Noah Pridmore. Nicholas Castellana makes the walk to the mound as well to greet his senior pitcher. And the pitching coach, Tingle, is out to chat with his Friday night starter here in this opening contest. I'll make the lean over to right field. There is a right-hander throwing for Carson-Newman that appears to have just gotten a throw-in or two initially for the first time as he continued to stretch in between his pitches down the right field line. No pitching change. Travis Tingle makes his way back to the dugout as he talks Noah Pridmore through this 1st and 3rd situation against one of the best hitters in the conference in Tyler McPeak. 6-2 game with McPeak hitting. Nicholas Castellana will step in front of the plate and give his infield a signal here with this 1st and 3rd situation. The 2 middle infielders, Miller and Gibson, are in double play depth. Miller's closer to behind the bag at second base, expecting a pull for McPeak. Pitch to the first baseman is inside with the fastball, 1-0. Back-to-back one-out singles have set the stage for Tyler McPeak, who has 40 runs batted in this year. 1-0 set for Pridmore. He looks at Holiday at third and fires in a fastball that is hit back to Pridmore, but it's a foul ball, they say. It hit off McPeak before venturing into the field of play for strike 1. Six-2 game. It's a 1-1 count on Tyler McPeak here in the 5th. Runners on the corners. The pitch from Pridmore's a low slider away. 2-1. Good backhand scoop. Ball goes behind Pridmore, and Holiday sprints home. It's 6-3. Castellana looked over to the dugout to say, I think it was a fine throw. I think Pridmore just lost it out of his mitt on the exchange. It's going to be ruled a throwing error on Castellano, but it looked like maybe Pridmore just kind of lost it out of his glove. Didn't really pay true attention to the exchange there, but it's 6-3. Holiday scores from third. Now the runner from first takes off. McPeak drives it to right. Williams back near the wall. It hits off the bottom of the wall. Williams, quick throw into Miller. They'll hold Laskowski to third base, and it's 6-3. Tyler McPeak moves Laskowski to third base on a long single off the bottom of the wall.
Left fielder number 23.
And a 3-run game, the tying run comes to the plate for Blake Bean. So the run would have scored regardless of the throwing error with McPeak singling to right field. And so that gives way for the lefty Bean, and that'll be it for Noah Pridmore. Travis Tingle has made a second appearance here in this fifth inning to the mound with one out and runners back on the corners. He will make the call to the bullpen for the first time. Just 4 1/3 for Pridmore. He gives up 7 hits, 3 runs, a walk, and strikes out 3. And Carson-Newman is going to a left-hander. Griff Hughes enters for Carson-Newman. We'll tell you about Hughes when we come back. It's 6-3 Eagles here on the Eagle Sports Network.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through Auto Owners Insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
One warm-up pitch for Griff Hughes, and now he's ready to roll against left-handed hitting Blake Bean with 2 on and 1 out in this fifth inning. Griff Hughes prepares for his 12th appearance of the year. 28 1/3 for the lefty this year, 4 wins, 3 losses this year. Or check that in his career. And now goes to work against Bean. The first pitch is high and inside. It's 1-0. It is a 4-3 record rather for Griff Hughes. In his career, he has 8 wins. For the Eagles, a 4.83 ERA for the tall lefty. 1-0 to Bean. There's a fastball in there. It's called strike 1. Hughes 31 and 2/3 innings pitched over 12 appearances, this being his 13th. No reliever has pitched more than him now this year. 17 earned runs allowed, 11 walks to 41 strikeouts. He sets at the belt, and his 1-1 is popped up right side, a high fly ball. Williams venturing in, tagging from third is Laskowski. The catch is made. They will tag the runner from third. The throw from Williams is late up the third base line, and it's 6-4. Blake Bean does his job despite the fly ball out to get Laskowski home. McPeak stays at first base, and it's 6-4. Six-4 game. And now Sal Caricato with 1 on and 2 out. And a fastball from Griff Hughes is pumped in for a strike. Griff Hughes nearly dropped the baseball on Castellana's toss back to the mound. That's how difficult this sun is to see at times for the fielders here this evening. Castellana frames this slider, but it's outside, 1-1. That may have been some of the confusion with Pridmore. Maybe Noah wasn't expecting on that throwing error that is ruled by Castellana. Maybe wasn't expecting the quick throwback or the throw where it came from as to why he got away from him to allow Holiday to score. Holiday would have scored regardless on that situation, but certainly something to keep in mind with the sun still out here at Durham Field. 2-1 set for Griff Hughes against Sal Caricato. He looks at first base and pitches a fastball that is fouled back. It's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Griff Hughes in relief of Noah Pridmore, trying to get Carson-Newman out of this 5th inning and to hold on to a 2-run lead. Eagles have hit 3 home runs and have scored in 4 straight innings, but the Bears have scored in 3 of the last 4 innings now and have 2 this frame. 2-2 set with 2 outs for Hughes, and he picks to first base and back safely with a head-first dive is Tyler McPeak. Hughes in his Carson-Newman career has faced Lenoir Rhyne just 1 time as this pitch is hit out towards center field. Dalton McLean back near the wall. This ball is crushed into the trees, and we're tied. 6-all on Sal Caricato's 10th home run of the year. The Bears have tied the game here in the 5th inning. Caricato crushes one to straightaway center field off Griff Hughes to tie this baseball game at 6 in the 5th inning. Now Owen Blackledge. We talked about Caricato's ability in this offense for the Bears that it's had so much success as Hughes misses away. It's 1-0. This is a Bears offense that averages more than 9 runs per game and is showing why here in the series opener. Hughes lifts and fires in a fastball for strike 1 to Blackledge, who was showing bunt, pulled it back to take strike number 1. Certainly seeing what the Bears offense is capable of here this evening. Swing and a miss by Blackledge. He was out in front of Hughes' slider, and it's 1-2. One-two set for Hughes, trying to limit the damage here in the 5th inning. No one on, 2 out for Blackledge. The pitch home. Slider low, blocked by Castellana at the dish. 2 balls, 2 strikes. It's a 4-run 5th inning for Lenoir Rhyne after Carson-Newman led 6-2. Lefty Hughes comes set. This will be his 14th pitch of the inning, and it's a slider that gets Blackledge looking. Called strike 3. We're through 5. Plenty of offensive fireworks both ways. A 4-run 5th for Lenoir Rhyne, capped off by Sal Caricato's 2-run shot that has tied this game. We're through 5. It's 6-all here in Hickory on the Eagles Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long. From the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Randon Rigdon back to the mound for Lenoir Rhyne. His first relief appearance, or the first reliever out of the pen for the Bears. In his first inning in this relief appearance, He gave up a hit. It was a solo home run from James Denton in the 5th inning. And when he went to the dugout, it was a 6-2 game. Now he heads back to the mound. And it is a 6-6 game with Aiden Gibson leading off for Carson-Newman here in inning number 6. 6-all, and it's the top of the 6th. Both teams with 8 hits and an error so far in a pretty evenly played contest both ways. Eagles have 8 hits by 8 different players. Aiden Gibson has one of them. He's 1 for 2, and the first pitch he sees, he checks his swing at, and the home plate umpire says the shortstop went around. It's strike 1. Gibson provided a single in the 4th inning. Came around to score on Spencer Williams' bomb to right field. Gibson takes fastball inside. It's 1-1. Righty Brandon Rigdon gets ready for pitch 23 of his relief outing. It's a breaking ball that finds the zone against Gibson, 1-2. Pitch bounces before the plate, gets back to the stop, and then eventually off the brick wall, finds its way back to the catcher Stanford, who picks it up and throws it back to his relief pitcher Brandon Rigdon with a ball and 2 strikes on Carson-Newman's shortstop to start the top of the 6th. The pitch is grounded foul left side, and Gibson fights to see another day. Rigdon sets. There's a righty throwing for the Bears. The lift and fire. Gibson drives this one to right. Back goes Blackledge near the track, near the wall. Aiden Gibson goes yard. Carson-Newman's 4th homer of the evening off the bat of Aiden Gibson gives Carson-Newman the 7-6 lead back. What a time for your first career bomb, Aiden Gibson. It comes in his 3rd at-bat in his sophomore season here against Lenoir Rhyne in game 74 for the sophomore, and it's 7-6. The long ball has been a offensive weapon for Tom Griffin's team. Gibson took that one the other way to make it a 1-run Carson-Newman lead. Next offering from Brandon Rigdon after he missed to Miller for the first pitch. Now he fires in a strike. 4-homer day for Carson-Newman. That's the 2nd time the Eagles have hit 4 home runs in a game this year as Miller takes strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strike count. Prior to that, you had to go back to March of 2020 against Limestone for the last time Carson-Newman hit 4 home runs in one game. They've done it twice here in 2024 as Miller swings it out in front of a slider for an out number 1. Strike 3, swinging. And now back to the top of the order for Spencer Williams. It's been 7 years since the Eagles hit 5. 4 homer days so far by 4 different batters in the order. Gibson gets his first career bomb to make it a 7-6 game. And now Spencer Williams, one of those home run pops off his bat, and he takes outside for ball 1. Ball got away from Rigdon. He gets it back from his shortstop, Zach Evans. And now goes back to work, touching the mound. And coming set, here's the 1-0. Williams behind the fastball. It's a ball and a strike. It's the 30th bomb for Carson-Newman this year. 13 of them have come away from the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex. It is a hefty wind today. It's about 10 to 12 miles per hour. is also favoring hitters today as well, as Williams grounds this one sharply to second. It comes up on Laskowski, who fields and makes a nice play. That was a difficult play on this turf. It bounced up on the second baseman, and he was able to make a good play to keep it in front for the second out of this sixth inning. Spencer Williams retired here in the sixth inning, and now it'll be Dalton McLean, who has a hit in 3 tries. Righty Rigdon sets, and the pitch to McLean is a high fastball that Carson-Newman center fielder stayed away from. It's 1-0. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball, 1-1. Strike 2 on the fastball. One-two. McLean chases. Stanford blocks it. It goes all the way into the field of play, and McLean reaches. The umpire is getting an argument from Lenoir Rhyne's dugout saying McLean touched the ball and kicked it forward a little bit. And so Chris Ramirez is going to have a chat with the umpire, and now the umpires will come together near the mound. Hard to tell in real time whether McLean touched the baseball after he had swung and missed. He had the slider into the turf. And now they'll chat things over to determine whether McLean did in fact touch the baseball or not, and they will keep him there. Cole Stanford's still having a little bit of a chat saying he blocked it and McLean messed with it, and that's why it went so far into the field of play. That ball was probably halfway between the mound and the plate. That's how far the ball rolled in the field of play after the breaking ball in the turf. Throw to second base, McLean taking off, and he slides in safely with a stolen base. So the Eagles quickly get a runner in scoring position with Dalton McLean swiping second base. 11th bag stolen for Carson-Newman's center fielder now this year, a team high. 1-0 set for the reliever Ragden as he lifts the leg and fires to James Denton, who grounds one sharply down the first base line and foul. 1-1.
Come on, James.
Picked to second. McLean back safely as Evans from his shortstop spot was there to cover, but back safely is Dalton McLean. Pitch home. Low, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. 7-6 Carson-Newman on Aiden Gibson's first career home run to lead off this inning. 2 outs now. McLean's at second base for Denton. Pitch home. Fastball in the corner, strike 2. Brandon Rigdon against James Denton with 2 outs in a 7-6 game in the 6th inning. The righty reliever comes set. A look back at McLean, a long look, and now he pitches to Denton. Outside, ball 3. Three balls and 2 strikes. The payoff to Denton. Swing and a miss. Inning over. 6th inning ends, but Aiden Gibson regains the lead for Carson-Newman. His first career home run puts Carson-Newman back in front 7-6 to the bottom half. Griff Hughes back to the mound with Carson-Newman back in front here on the Eagle Sports Network.
Search online
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
There's something about a small community that unites us. Whether it's cheering on our favorite team or the way we come together in a crisis. Small communities are made up of people with big hearts. We're dedicated to hard work and innovation through sunny days and stormy nights. AEC is always here, powering the people and the places that make our community a spectacular place to call home. AEC, power what matters most.
Carson-Newman battling against one of the top offenses in the South Atlantic Conference and in the country. Eagles have hit 4 home runs and have scored 7 times and have a 7-6 lead as we head to the bottom half of inning number 6 here on the Eagles Sports Network. Andrew Rogers with you from Hickory, North Carolina. This is the first of 3 in a significant 3-game series before Easter to wrap up the month of March.
Shortstop, number 20, Zach Evans.
In conference play, both squads are 8-7, hoping to make a move up the league standings. First pitch from Griff Hughes to start the 6th to Zach Evans is low, ball 1. Carson-Newman's offense, after getting blanked in the opening inning, has scored at least 1 run in 4 straight. High chopper over the glove of Logan Floyd at third, and Zach Evans has back-to-back singles. He's 2 for 3, and the Bears get the leadoff guy aboard to start the 6th.
Catcher, number 8, Cole Stanford.
And now Cole Stanford, the catcher. See if the Eagles can find ways to record outs against one of the best offenses in the country. 7th most runs per game at 9.5. As Hughes misses downstairs with the fastball, it's 1-0. Take a look around the league as well. A lot of pivotal matchups. And the top 4 teams in the league are all playing each other this weekend as well, as Griff Hughes, the lefty, misses low with another fastball, and it's 2 balls and no strikes to Cole Stanford. Stanford at the dish today, steps in for the 3rd time, and he's 1 for 2, an RBI base hit earlier in the game, and cuts one up into the air left side. Ryan Potts ranging toward the gap. The left fielder camps under it and makes the catch for out number 1. Well, it's still all of the field of play is soaked by the sun. Starting to see some of the field in right be shaded as the sun continues to set here in Hickory, North Carolina. Spencer Williams is Carson-Newman's right fielder, and where he stands currently, he is in the shade, but there are parts of right field that are covered still in sun. That's the only part of the field that has the least bit of shade. A lot of foul ground, especially on Carson-Newman's first base side, has shade. As Hughes misses away, it's 1-0. Same for Lenoir Rhyne, but the way the sun sets here at Durham Field, the way it sits, it's made it difficult for the fielders here this evening. We'll see if that's a factor as well tomorrow. But here this evening, it's been a challenge, especially for the outfielders. 1 out, 1 on in the 6th inning. Hughes' pitch to the lefty, or to the right-handed hitting Nelson, is cut on and missed. It's strike 1. This is Cole Nelson, now the 3rd baseman. Remember, earlier in the game, it was Eli Willen back in the 4th that pinch hit, and now it's Nelson that inserted into the game at 3rd base. He's a .293 hitter, getting his first cuts of the evening, and he takes outside. It's 2-1. Lefty Hughes sets from the stretch. He looks to the runner at first base. And will pick over there. Quick move. Travis's tag is late on Zach Evans, who's back on his head first dive safely. Top of the order waits in the on-deck circle as Hughes sets for a 2-1. Slider, strike two. Nelson takes it to even up the count. Griff Hughes sets. The lefty looks to first and now pitches. High, ball three. Nelson takes a fastball above the waist, right at the letters of Bears across the front of his camo uniform. And now he steps back in to wait for a payoff. 3 balls, 2 strikes with Evans at first base. A short lead. Hughes sets and pitches. Called strike 3. Nelson almost tossed the bat to the dugout. He thought he had ball 4, but Hughes rings him up for his second strikeout, and there are 2 gone.
Up next for the Bears, center fielder, number 1, Kai Holiday.
And now Kai Holiday for Lenoir Rhyne with 2 out and 1 on in a 1-run game. Griff Hughes trying to work through this 6th inning and get a shutdown inning after Carson-Newman scored in the top half of this frame on Aiden Gibson's first career home run. The pitch home is a fastball to the speedy 5'8" outfielder Holiday, strike 1. Tall lefty Hughes is from Knoxville, Tennessee. Comes set, glove at his waist. Sets, deep breath, pitches to Holiday. Ground ball towards second. Miller fields, takes it to the bag, and he can't get there before Evans does. Runners on first and second. It was a chopper over the pitcher Hughes, and where Miller was aligned behind the second base bag, and the hop it was going to take, he had to wait on it. That's what he did, but it made it late for him to get to the second base bag. Evans, of course, moving on all contact there with 2 outs. Got a good jump, got to the bag first, and it's first and second with 2 on and 2 out for Cole Laskowski. Lefty faces Griff Hughes for the first time, and the pitch home is a fastball on the outside corner. It's strike 1. So Holiday reaches for the 3rd straight time. He's got the 2nd best on-base percentage in the league, and you hear why after another infield knock. Hughes comes set. The lefty looks at second base and pitches a swinging strike 2 on the high heat. No balls, 2 strikes. Griff Hughes is ahead on Laskowski here in the 6th inning. It's 7-6 Carson-Newman in the bottom of the 6th. Tying run at second, go-ahead run for the Bears at first. Lefty Hughes sets for an 0-2. Ground ball right side. Couple of hops into the glove of Trey Miller. His throw to first in time. Inning over. Big left-hand fist bump from Griff Hughes as he works himself out of a jam in the 6th inning. 2 singles, 1 to start the inning, 1 with 2 outs. Put the Bears in position to score, but Hughes gets the ground out to end the frame. We've played 2/3 of the series opener between Carson-Newman and Lenoir Rhyne. It's the Eagles by a run. Back for the 7th inning from Durham Field after these messages. This is Carson-Newman Baseball, and it's on the Eagles Sports Network.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
It's a 7-6 game here in Hickory, North Carolina. Carson-Newman has the one-run lead and is set to grab the bats here as we get set for the top of inning number 7. Harrison Travis will lead it off for Carson-Newman. It's 4, 5, and 6 of the Eagles' order set to face a reliever for Lenoir Rhyne. That is Cole Bramhall. Third arm, the Bears will spot out there today. He's a redshirt junior from Tucson, Arizona, 6'3", right-hander. Has made 13 appearances this year. He's one of the top relievers this club has to offer, and Chris Ramirez has in his bullpen down the way. A 3.07 earned run average. That's lowest among relievers. 3 wins, no losses, and 13 appearances. 14 and 2/3 innings pitched, and he has just 4 walks to 11 strikeouts in those 14 and 2/3 innings pitched. So the right-hander faces the heart of Carson-Newman's order in the 7th. Harrison Travis is 1 for 2. And he steps in for the 4th time, and the first pitch home is a fastball, a strong one from the righty Bramhall. For strike 1. Travis's base hit was in the 3rd inning. Part of a inning where Carson-Newman was able to score as well as Travis pops one up and foul. Out of play. The count is 0-2. Eagles scored that run in the 3rd inning on the wild pitch to get McLean home. Travis's single came with 2 outs. Righty Bramhall sets it. His pitch is popped up in the infield. Behind second base, it's the second baseman, Laskowski, fielding and making the catch for the first out. One gone for Logan Floyd.
Third baseman number 16, Logan Floyd.
What was that last pitch?
Logan Floyd hit his 2nd career home run in the 2nd inning. Got Carson-Newman's scoring started with that bomb, and he takes inside for ball 1.
Where was he working?
1-run game, 1 out in the 7th. Righty Bramhall sets, and the sidearm righty fires an inside fastball that jams Floyd. Strike 1 on Carson-Newman's freshman infielder. Floyd's got now that 10-game hit streak, most by a hitter this year. He's been on base safely in 14 straight games. Both of those marks continuing to add on to not only Floyd's career highs in this freshman season of his, but also CN highs for a batter this year. 1 for 3 day at the plate with that solo bomb in the 2nd inning. He eyes down Bramhall. The pitch is low. Ball 2 is a slider. 2 balls, 2 strikes is the count on Logan Floyd. Ryan Potts waits on deck for Carson-Newman. As Cole Bramhall pitches to Floyd, he comes set. The right-hander with the glove at his belt lifts the left leg, and the pitch bounces in again on the fastball this time. And the count is worked full by the freshman Floyd. 3-2 count on Logan Floyd. Bramhall lifts the leg and he fires, and Floyd bounces it foul down the line. And he stays alive. 2 arms throwing for Lenoir Rhyne across the way in foul ground in left field. It's a lefty and a righty. Loosening with Cole Bramhall pitching here in the 7th inning. Righty comes set, glove at the waist, and the lift and fire, and Floyd fouls it back into the netting. Count stays 3-2. Back-to-back 3-2 foul balls here from Floyd, with Carson-Newman up 7-6 in this 1-run game.
Here we go, Logie.
Another 3-2. Chopper, third base. It's scooped up by Nelson. His running throw in time. Really good play at third by Cole Nelson, the reserve infielder on the run. Not only had to snare it off the turf, but had to make a difficult throw and threw out Floyd for the second out of the 7th inning. Certainly, that is a winning defensive play that time from Cole Nelson at third. And now Ryan Potts steps in, who's 0 for 3. He takes a first pitch fastball below the knees. Ball 1. Dandridge, Tennessee product is 0 for 3, looking to extend his 7-game hit streak as he fouls the 1-0 back. It's 1-1. Good crowd on hand here in Hickory on this Friday evening, taking in some Lenoir Rhyne and Carson-Newman baseball series opener. We'll play 2 tomorrow starting at 1 o'clock. 1-1 is tapped back toward the mound. Nelson sprinting, barehanding, doesn't make a throw, and Carson-Newman gets a 2-out base runner. Ryan Potts extends his hitting streak to 8 games with that infield single and gives Nicholas Castellana a chance to swing the bat with 2 outs. Nicholas Castellana stands in for the Eagles as he takes low and away ball 1. All 9 of Carson-Newman's starters have hit safely in this baseball game. That's the first time this year that has occurred, and first time since the season opener last year. Eagles had all 9 hit safely in a February 1st contest against Mars Hill back at home last year. They do it for the first time this year on March 29th in this series opener against Lenoir Rhyne. 2-0 count on Castellana, who's 1 for 3. Cole Bramhall's the reliever pitching, and he picks to first base where Ryan Potts is able to dive back to first base safely. 2-0 set for the righty. High fastball, picked to first. Potts back safely, and the count is 3-0. Both teams with 10 hits, but it's Carson-Newman with the 7-6 lead. 4-pitch walk to Castellana extends the 7th. All this coming after Ryan Potts' infield single.
Shortstop number 21, Aiden Gibson.
Potts to second. Castellana reaches for the second time. And now Aiden Gibson, who hit his first career home run last half inning. 2 on, 2 out in a 1-run game. The pitch. Low, ball 1. Aiden Gibson, ever since his freshman year last year, has been a regular in Tom Griffin's lineup. And now time called and a chat set to happen out on the mound for Lenoir Rhyne with reliever Cole Bramhall and his catcher and pitching coach also join him on the slab. 7-6 game. Both teams have 10 hits. If you're just joining us, Carson-Newman scored first in the second inning on Logan Floyd's second career home run, made it 1-0. Bears responded in the bottom half. Carson-Newman responded back in the third on a wild pitch to score Dalton McLean, made it 2-1. The Bears got another run back in the bottom half on an RBI base hit. It was 2-all after 3. Then it was a 3-run fourth off one swing of the bat from Spencer Williams. Williams crushed his 4th bomb of the year to make it 5-2, and the lead extended to 6-2 on James Denton's 5th inning home run. It was 6-2 after 4.5. 4 runs for the Bears in the 5th, tied the game at 6 runs apiece entering the 6th inning. And the guy batting, Aiden Gibson, right now hit a solo leadoff home run in the top half of inning number 6 to put Carson-Newman back up by a run, and now he hits with 2 on and 2 out in the top of the 7th. Bound visit over, Bramhall back to work, and the righty sidearms a fastball low, ball 2. There are 2 pitchers throwing, a right-hander and a left-hander. And you wonder what the leash is here for Cole Bramhall, who's giving up a hit and a walk here with 2 outs in this 1-run game. Righty sets. He's been really good for Chris Ramirez. Pitch is low again as Gibson showed bunt, pulled it back, and it's 3-0. Three balls and no strikes. 7 straight misses for Bramhall. And he's back in the zone with a fastball, 3-1. Well, he walked Castellana on 4 pitches. That's why the catcher's at first base. Potts the infield single. He's at second. With Aiden Gibson swinging the bat at a 3-1 count against Bramhall. The righty sets and pitches to Gibson. Gibson back up the middle. Base hit. Tom Griffin waves Ryan Potts. The throw goes to third. Potts scores. Castellana moves from first to third, and it's 8-6. The sophomore Gibson delivers in back-to-back ABs. A single back up the middle makes it 8-6. Excellent speed from Ryan Potts, but also from Castellana, who moves to third on the base knock up the middle. And the lead extends again. 6 straight innings with a run for Carson-Newman. The Eagles' offense has been dialed in once again. And today, it's been in the series opener with the Bears. Trey Miller shows bunt and pulls it back because the fastball from Bramhall's high, ball 1. Carson-Newman has recorded double-digit hits 5 times in the last 8 games now. 11 hits today. Righty Bramhall sets, and his pitch is outside, ball 2 to Miller. Well, when you struggle to find the zone like this, when you do get in the zone, good hitters are going to make you pay, and that's what Gibson did with his RBI base knock back up the middle to extend Carson-Newman's lead to 2 runs. 2-0 to Miller's high. It's 3-0. You figure a 4-pitch walk or even a walk in general to Trey Miller, and we're going to see a reliever for Lenoir Rhyne. Bramhall sets, and here's his 3-0. It's a fastball at the knees to Miller. Well, same spot Aiden Gibson was in. Gibson saw 3 straight balls, then a strike, and then knocked one up the middle for a RBI single. What does Trey Miller do in a 3-1 count against Bramhall? The pitch. Inside, ball 4, and the bases are full of Eagles with 2 outs. All of this damage done with 2 outs. Time called, and that'll be it for Cole Bramhall. All of Carson-Newman's damage here in inning number 7 has come with 2 outs against the reliever Cole Bramhall. Eagles by 2 runs. It's 8-6, and the Bears are going back to the bullpen in this series opener. Bases loaded. We'll tell you who the new pitcher is for Lenoir Rhyne after these messages. This is Carson-Newman Baseball, and it's the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
Lenoir Rhyne is turning to a left-hander, Caleb Cockerham. He makes his 7th appearance here this evening. He's got a 3.38 earned run average, does the lefty Cockerham, and 5 1/3 innings pitched in his junior season. The lefty is 5'8" and 170 pounds from Clemens, North Carolina. After giving up 2 runs against Barton in his 2nd appearance earlier this month, He has gone now 3 consecutive innings of scoreless baseball, 2 against Tampa earlier in the month, and then most recently a scoreless inning against Emory and Henry. 5 days ago, he gave up a hit, a walk, and a strikeout, and recorded a strikeout in that outing 5 days ago. Now he gets the ball with the bases loaded in a lefty-lefty matchup against Spencer Williams. All of Carson-Newman's damage here in the 7th inning has come with 2 outs. How do the Eagles fare? This time with Williams at the dish, who's homered today, and he fouls one back, strike 1. Lefty-lefty matchup for Williams against Cockerham. You look at the numbers for Spencer Williams against lefties. He's 5 of 8 this year. He swings and misses, though, at a slider outside, and it's 0-2. Good numbers for Williams and limited opportunity against lefties. He's down 0-2 on Caleb Cockerham. Lefty Cockerham sets in the pitch to Williams. Checked his swing. Did he go around? The home plate umpire says he did. Inning over. 3-pitch strikeout for Caleb Cockerham, but Carson-Newman adds another run. The Eagles have scored in 6 straight innings. Aiden Gibson delivers for a second straight frame. His single up the middle makes it 8-6 Carson-Newman. We'll stretch here at Durham Field. Carson-Newman by 2 as we head to the bottom half of inning number 7 after these messages here on the Eagles Sports Network.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Light is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilight.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Spencer Bright is into the game defensively for Carson-Newman. He's the Eagles' new catcher as the Eagles get set for the bottom half of inning number 7. They'll face 3, 4, and 5. Will Griff Hughes is back out for another inning. They'll face Tyler McPeak, Blake Bean, and Sal Caricato of the Bears order. First pitch is low, ball 1. How about Carson-Newman's offense and ability to score consistently? They've gotten at least 1 run in 6 straight innings. They got 3 in the 4th. The only time they've scored multiple runs is that slider drills McPeak. It clipped him on his elbow. And it's a leadoff runner on the hit by pitch to bring Blake Bean to the plate. One of the best offenses in the South Atlantic Conference is what Chris Ramirez's group has, and now Griff Hughes works against the lefty Bean. Second time through the order for Hughes as he sets and fires, and this ball's lined towards center field. It hops into the glove of Dalton McLean. First pitch swinging, Blake Bean lines one to center field, and it's first and second for nobody out. And Tom Griffin will make the trot out to the mound on his 59th birthday and talk with Griff Hughes. And he wants the infield to join him. So Carson-Newman's infield heads toward the mound, and Tom Griffin, Griff Hughes, and company will chat things over. in this 2-run baseball game. Conversation over, and the skipper Tom Griffin, who reached 700 career wins on Wednesday with the doubleheader sweep of Montevallo, makes his way back to his first base dugout. As Griff Hughes goes back to work, he'll face Sal Caricato, who homered off Hughes in inning number 5, part of that 4-run fifth. That capped the scoring for the Bears in that 5th inning, and now he faces Griff Hughes for the 2nd time today. Music starts playing, and Hughes will have to regroup. Hughes was set. Caricato, everybody was ready, but the music started blaring here at Durham Field, and so Griff Hughes has to reset before his first pitch to Caricato. Lefty sets, he looks to second, and the pitch bounces low, blocked by Spencer Bright, and staying put of the runners at first and second. Look down the bullpen. Hard to tell if anyone is active for Carson-Newman. You figure so. With Hughes' pitch count in the mid-30s here, and 2 runners on base, he fires a fastball in. It's strike 1. 1-1. Caricato swings from the right side, the DH. It is 9th home run of the year earlier in this game off Hughes. 2-run shot that tied the game. Big swing and a miss here, and it's 1-2. The slider had Caricato out in front. One-two count on the redshirt junior Sal Caricato. Griff Hughes, the lefty, comes set. Long pause, a deep breath, the look to second base, the lift to the right leg, and the breaking ball is in there, called strike 3. What a response from Griff Hughes, his 3rd strikeout. Gets Carson-Newman its first out of the inning, and now a pinch hitter for Lenoir Rhyne. Bryce Stober will pinch hit for Lenoir Rhyne. He's a guy that's made 23 starts this year. Not in the lineup today, though. And now gets set to pinch hit. He's a senior right here from Hickory, hitting .311 this year. He gets an opportunity with runners in scoring position. First and second with 1 out to swing the bat against Griff Hughes. The pitch blocked by Bright on the slider low, ball 1. Bryce Stober this season, good average as we mentioned, but he has struggled at the plate this month. Got out to such a great start at the plate, had a stretch against Lincoln Memorial in a series where he had 8 hits and 12 tries as he swings and misses at a high heater, and it's 1-1. Stober has just 2 hits since March 3rd. He is 2 for his last 19 at the dish. 1-1 set for Griff Hughes, and the pitch. Swing and a miss, foul tipped into the glove of Bright. It's 1-2. One ball, 2 strike count. Griff Hughes in relief right now for Carson-Newman, pitching in the 7th with Carson-Newman up by 2. The lefties 1-2. High heater, swing and a miss. Strike 3. Hughes with back-to-back 1-2 punch-outs. He gets Stober swinging, and there's 2 gone for Zach Evans. A big spot for Zach Evans. The 7-hitter is 2 for 3 today. And faces Hughes for the 2nd time. The pitch is a slider that drops in across the plate and at the knees of Evans for called strike 1. Well, if Carson-Newman's Griff Hughes gets out of this would be spectacular work. after a hit by pitch and a single on the first few pitches of this inning. Lefty sets in his offering. Slider below the knees, ball one. Hughes is pitching on day's rest here. He has been off and hasn't pitched in 6 days, so he is relatively fresh. Out of Travis Tingle's bullpen, lefty looks to second base in an 8-6 game in the 7th and pitches. A slider again for strike 2. 8-6 Carson-Newman lead. We are in the bottom half of inning number 7. 2 on, 2 out, and a 1-2 count. Griff Hughes pitching to Zach Evans. Lefty Hughes looks into his catcher Bright. He's got the sign. The Knoxville native sets a look to second base, and his pitch inside. Evans got out of the way of it. It was an inside heater that evens the count. Deuces across the scoreboard. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on, and a 2-run game. Hughes with back-to-back strikeouts, looking for a third here in the 7th. Ground ball right side. It's going to sneak off the glove of Travis into right field. Base hit. Runners hold and move up 1 spot. It was a laser from Williams home. And the bases are loaded with 2 outs. Zach Evans, his 3rd hit of the contest. He's got 3 singles. And now Cole Stanford, who has an RBI base hit back in the 2nd inning. He steps in with the bases loaded and 2 outs in an 8-6 game. Go-ahead run is now aboard. Tying run at second for Stanford. The pitch from Hughes is a slider that is low and away, ball 1. Certainly no bigger spot than this one as the lefty Hughes still working from the stretch, comes set, and the left leg lifts, and he goes inside with a fastball that nearly hits Stanford. It's 2-0. Bases loaded, 2 outs. The pitch is low, ball 3. It's 3-0. Stanford has watched 3 straight pitches miss the zone. The Bears dugout amped up now. 3-0 count with the bases loaded. And the pitch from Hughes is a fastball across the plate. It's a strike. Big moment here. 3-1 count. Cole Stanford hitting, and the bases full of Bears in the bottom half of the 7th in an 8-6 game. The lefty Hughes sets for a 3-1. And the pitch popped up high into the air. Back behind second in shallow center. It's Gibson calling off Miller, making the catch. Inning over. Hughes and the Eagles are amped up. Griff Hughes works himself out of a bases-loaded jam and strands 3 Bears in the 7th. We have played 7 in Hickory. In this massive series opener between Carson-Newman and Lenoir Rhyne, it's the Eagles 8 and Lenoir Rhyne 6. Insurance runs trying to come for Carson-Newman's offense. They'll go for those when we come back to the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
Well, if Carson-Newman wins this baseball game, they will think about the 7th inning and the ability of Griff Hughes to escape that bases-loaded jam. It was first and second with nobody out. Bears load the bases. Griff Hughes battles back from a 3-0 count and gets the pop-up in the infield to wrap up that 7th inning. And now Lenoir Rhyne goes back to the bullpen. Brendan Rodriguez, a new right-hander, inserts into the game for Chris Ramirez's squad. He's pitched in 8 games this year, a 3.86 ERA in 7 innings thrown, 8 strikeouts to 3 walks, and the right-hander continues to warm up as he gets set to face 2, 3, and 4 of Carson-Newman's order. That's Dalton McLean, James Denton, and Harrison Travis. Aiden Gibson has a 3-hit day for Carson-Newman. Everybody else in the order has at least 1, but it's Gibson's first career home run that has given Carson-Newman the lead back. That was in the 7th inning, or check that 6th inning, and his RBI single was in the 7th inning. Those 2 hits have extended Carson-Newman's lead to 2 runs as we head down to the final 2 frames. Bryce Stober stays in the game. He is in right field, replacing Owen Blackledge, as the righty Rodriguez will work from the stretch, and his first pitch to Dalton McLean is a fastball that is hummed in there for a strike. Well, I mentioned the sun being an issue. It is no longer much of an issue. Most of Durham Field now is shaded. Parts of center field do have some sun as McLean pops one up foul out of play. It's 0-2. And that is partially why that high fly ball in shallow center was a good play to make defensively by the Eagles, because those pop flies have been difficult with the sun as McLean drives one to center. This ball is going to stay in the park as Holiday is under it, straight away center to make the catch. For out number 1. 1 gone in the 8th for James Denton.
Designated hitter number 20, James Denton.
I'll bring James Denton to the dish against Brendan Rodriguez here in the 8th inning. 5th different arm that Chris Ramirez has used as Denton crushes one to right center field. Back go the outfielders near the wall. See you later. Home run number 5 today for Carson-Newman, and the second by James Denton, and it's 9-6. A 2-homer day for Denton, and it's a 3-run lead. The Eagles homer for the 5th time here in the series opener against the Bears. First 5-homer day in 7 seasons. This one off Brendan Rodriguez. Denton's second, and it's 9-6. And Harrison Travis foul tips the next pitch of the game into the glove. It's strike 1. How about the day for Denton? Now with 2 home runs, both of his hits are bombs to right field. 0-1 is low, it's ball 1. Denton up to 7 in his senior season. It gives him now 12 in his Carson-Newman career. He hit 5 last year, and he's up to 7 with still a whole month of baseball left. Fastball's below the knees, and it's 2-1. Wind has died down for the most part, so it's not as if the wind has helped these long balls leave the yard. This has been quality hitting that has carried over from earlier this week. Rodriguez is 2-1, bounces below the plate, and it's 3-1. 3 home runs now this week for Denton. Him and Floyd have hit multiple home runs along with Spencer Williams this week for Carson-Newman. 3-1 sent for Brendan Rodriguez, and he lifts the left leg and fires in a fastball low. It bounced in. It's ball 4. After Denton's 1-out home run, it is Travis reaching on a walk.
Third baseman number 16, Logan Floyd.
And now Logan Floyd has got one of Carson-Newman's 5 long balls. The pitch is low and away. Ball 1, and Rodriguez has missed 5 straight times after a first pitch strike to Harrison Travis. (1-0) outside, 2-0. Six straight misses, and now Rodriguez picks to first, where next safely is Harrison Travis. (2-0) gets away from Stanford. It's 7 straight misses now, and it allows Travis to move to second base on the wild pitch. Well, Brendan Rodriguez completely rattled after the 1-out home run now. He was able to find the zone on the first pitch to Harrison Travis, but since then has missed 7 straight times. 3-0 to Floyd. Fastball at the knees. Strike call. This ball's hit, crushed, out to right. Back goes the right fielder, Stober, and he makes the catch near the wall. Travis doesn't tag from second. He'll stay there for the second out. Boy, Logan Floyd crushed it again to right field. And that ball's just stayed in the ballpark for Bryce Stober in right for the second out of the inning. Nearly Carson-Newman's 6th home run of the game. Now Ryan Potts steps in with 2 away, and he takes the first pitch. It was a breaking ball, and it's a strike. Softly hit ground ball foul down the line at third, and it's 0-2 now.
Come back. Right back at him, let's go.
The set for the righty Rodriguez is 0-2. Bounces away, gets away from Stanford, up the first base line, and Travis moves to third. 1 ball, 2 strikes, now in a 9-6 game with 2 outs, and Rodriguez regroups with Travis moving to third. Well, if you're wondering how many home runs is the single game team record for Carson-Newman, it's 8 back against Gardner-Webb in '92. Eagles have 5 here in this game in the 8th inning as Potts stays alive, and it's 1-2. Potts now with an 8-game hitting streak after he was able to single in his last at-bat in the 7th infield knock that kick-started that 7th inning where the Eagles got a run. 1-2 from Rodriguez. Now back, and Potts continues to battle.
Keep going, Potts. Come on, Potsy.
Potts fights to see another.
Right back at him. Right back at him. Come on, Potts.
The set from Rodriguez, and the pitch fouled back again. Another fastball that Potts is battling with.
Hey, Ryan, all right. Right back at him. Let's go. Come on, Potts.
Denton's 1-out bomb has allowed Carson-Newman to score for the 7th straight inning. Righty Rodriguez sets another 1-2, and now he gets Potts swinging on the breaking ball. Ball was into the turf, so they'll throw it to first and retire Potts. Inning over, but James Denton goes yard for the second time today. It's 9-6 as we head to the bottom half of inning number 8. Carson-Newman in front by 3 here on the Eagles Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with their $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
There's something about a small community that unites us, whether it's cheering on our favorite team or the way we come together in a crisis. Small communities are made up of people with big hearts. We're dedicated to hard work and innovation through sunny days and stormy nights. AEC is always here, powering the people and the places that make our community a spectacular place to call home. AEC, power what matters most.
We welcome you back to Hickory, North Carolina, where Carson-Newman is going back to the bullpen. The day is over for Griff Hughes. It was a fine outing for Hughes. He escapes that seventh inning with the bases loaded and now gives way to Nolan Rogers as Rogers toes the rubber and will face 9-1-2. Pitch hitting for Lenoir Rhyne is Hogan Stallings against Rogers. So new pitcher, new hitter to start the bottom half of inning number 8 here on the Eagles Sports Network. Glad you're with us in what's been an exciting game between Carson-Newman and Lenoir Rhyne as Rogers starts with a breaking ball. It's a called strike to Stallings, who has 20 at-bats this year, 7 hits, and 20 tries at the dish. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2 against Nolan Rogers. Rogers, good numbers here in his senior season, battling back from Tommy John surgery. 9 appearances, 9 1/3. ERA below 3. He's walked 3, and he's struck out 13. 0-2. Curveball just below the zone. He thought he maybe had strike 3, but he'll go back to work. And a 1-2 count. He sets from the stretch, and the right-hander's offering home is grounded right side. Deep center, or deep right was Miller playing. He steps in, fields, and makes the play. 1 out. He was playing deep into right field with the left-handed hitting Stallings up.
Up next for the
and that paid off as Miller fields and throws him out for the first out of the 8th. Righty Rogers sets back to the top of the order for Lenoir Rhyne and Kai Holliday, who takes high. Ball 1. Holliday today with 2 hits and 3 tries. They're both singles. Pitch upstairs, 2-0. Next offering is also outside the zone, and it's 3-0. Well, Holliday is a dangerous guy on the bases. He has 10 bags stolen this year, but just his speed alone is a threat. As Rogers finds the zone, and it's a 3-1 count. Ball 4, 5-pitch walk. It bounced into the slider from Nolan Rogers, and the 1-out runner is Kai Holliday.
Second baseman number 13, Cole Laskowski.
And now Cole Laskowski will stand in. He is 1 for 4 today, and time called, and Spencer Bright will go chat with his reliever here with 1 away. Travis Tingle's also now out of the dugout, and he is asking for a reliever. Nolan Rogers, a quick outing. Rogers gets the first guy out, walks Holliday on 5 pitches, and the Eagles turn to the bullpen here in the 8th. 9-6, Carson-Newman. We are in the bottom of the 8th inning. I'll tell you who the new Carson-Newman arm is after these messages. This is Carson-Newman Baseball, and it's on the Eagle Sports Network.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through auto owner's insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Light is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilight.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
One of the best relievers in the country is entering the game for Carson-Newman. That is in the form of Hunter Harrington, who has a 1.99 earned run average, and he has the most saves this season by any reliever in the South Atlantic Conference. He's also top 10 nationally with this 6-save mark. He gets set for his 13th appearance of the season. 19 and 2/3 innings pitched. He has thrown 90 and a third over the course of 57 career outings at the collegiate level. 2 wins, no losses this year for Harrington, 11 walks to 27 strikeouts. And the Marshall transfer gets the ball from Nolan Rogers in a save situation here. It's a 3-run game with 5 outs to go, and Travis Tingle with the top and the heart of this order due up for Lenoir Rhyne turn to their top arm. Here's the first pitch. It's a swinging strike by Laskowski. It's 0-1. Good stuff from Harrington. He offers a fastball, a changeup, and a slider to these Lenoir Rhyne hitters. 0-1 set for the Marshall transfer, and his breaking ball is off the plate to the left-handed hitting Laskowski. 1-1. Righty Harrington sets the pitch, foul back. Griff Hughes would be in line for the win should Carson-Newman secure and hold on here. It would be his 5th of the year, most on the club. This would be a safe spot for Harrington as well. He's already got 6 of them in the league. Most in the league. Most on the team, of course, as well, as the 1-2 is blocked, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two set for Harrington. All right, he pauses and pitches. A breaking ball. It's called strike 3. 2 down. Harrington drops it in on the lefty, Laskowski. And now the 2-out batter is Tyler McPeak.
Up next for the Bears, first baseman, number 35, Tyler McPeak.
Well, the dangerous part about Lenoir Rhyne, the long ball, that is what they do so well. Sal Caricato is in the hole right now. He's got 10 home runs to lead the Bears. But several different guys like Tyler McPeak here have the ability to change the game with one swing of the bat. Tap foul back behind the plate by McPeak, and it's 0-1. The Bears have, as a team, 35 home runs, 3rd most in the conference. 0-1 from Harrington. Bounces in, Bright blocks it, but Holiday got a good jump, and he swipes second base, gets there without a throw. Ball on a strike on McPeak. One bounces in. Bright able to block it. It blocked off of McPeak as well. And it's 2-1. Pitch is lined into center field, base hit. Holiday gets the stop sign at third base, and it's first and third. A line drive back up the middle by Tyler McPeak. With 2 outs, put 2 on and bring the tying run. It's the tying run with Holiday at third and McPeak at first base against Hunter Harrington. The pitch is low, ball 1. Blake Bean today has a base knock, swings and misses on a slider. It's 1-1. Bean today 2 for 3, 2 base hits, and has an RBI out of the cleanup spot. Hoping to extend this inning and rally the Bears. 1-1 set for Harrington. High fastball, 2-1. Harrington's 2-1 fouled back on the fastball, and the count evens here in the 8th. Two. Blocked by Brink. Good block by the graduate student catcher to keep that breaking ball in front, and the count is full at 3-2. Big spot in this baseball game. 3-2, 2 outs, 2 on. The tying run at the plate in the 8th. Harrington sets and fires. High fastball, it's ball 4, and they're loaded up for Sal Caricato.
Up next for the Bears, designated hitter number 32, Sal Caricato.
Caricato has homered in this game. That's his only hit. It was a 2-run shot to cap a 4-run 5th for the Bears. That's the last time Lenoir Rhyne has scored, and it looks like Chris Ramirez is going back to his lineup card. And a new runner coming in at second base.
For Tyler McPeak is number 19, Brendan Holloway.
Brendan Holloway will run for Tyler McPeak, so McPeak is pulled from the game here. And Chris Ramirez sensing a big opportunity. The runner at second base, Holloway now represents the run that would make it a 1-run game. The tying run is on base, and the go-ahead run is now at the plate in Sal Caricato. Back-to-back innings, the bases have been loaded for the Bears. Can Harrington keep it that way? First pitch. Bounces, gets away from Bright. Here comes the runner. He will score easily. It's 9-7. Got away from Bright and allowed the runner from third, Holiday, to score. And now the tying run moves into scoring position at second. Spencer Bright, the catcher, walks the ball back to Hunter Harrington. Wants to settle down as closer. 9-7 game 2 in scoring position. 2 outs. The pitch is a slider, a good one to Caricato for a strike. That runs the first run to come across against Carson-Newman since the 5th inning. The Marshall transfer sets, and his 1-1 lift is grounded to third, foul. And it's 1-2. Certainly with good speed now. Bean and Holloway out there. A lot of good speed. A base hit into the outfield with 2 outs, of course. And runners on the move on all contact. 1-2 set for Harrington. In a 2-run game, the pitch bounced, gets away from Bright. Bright, quick flip. He's going to go to himself. Not there in time, and it's 9-8. Good jump from Holloway. It allows a run to score. Spencer Bright and Hunter Harrington were trying to get the runner at the plate. Bright had to go behind the home plate, behind the umpire to field it, to make a diving effort to try to tag the runner out, but did so late as Brendan Holloway sprints home, and it's 9-8. And now Blake Bean, the tying run, moves to third. Harrington sets. Here's the 2-2 offering. Swing and a miss. Strike three. Blocked by Bright. His throw up the line in time. Inning over. 2 runs score on a pair of wild pitches, but Harrington regroups and ends the 8th for Carson-Newman. It is 9-8 as we head to the 9th. Carson-Newman looks for insurance. Up by a run here on the Eagles Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long. From the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
We welcome you back to Hickory, North Carolina, where it's 9-8 Carson-Newman after the Bears get 2 runs on a pair of wild pitches in the bottom half of the 8th with the bases loaded. And so with the game heading to the 9th inning, Carson-Newman will try to go for insurance before heading back out for the bottom half of inning number 9. It's 9-8. And the Bears go to the bullpen. Joshua Lanham, a guy that has started 6 games but has made his last 3 appearances out of the bullpen. We'll do another one here with his team down a run. Hoping it's that way when this game heads to the bottom half of inning number 9. Joshua Lanham this year, 6'1" righty, has an 8.82 earned run average in 33 and 2/3 innings pitched. 52 hits, 37 runs, 33 are earned, 19 walks, 37 strikeouts for Lanham. And he misses way outside to Spencer Bright, ball 1. 19 walks this year, the most on the club for Lanham. Granted, it's in a lot of innings of work. Now he rockets a fastball in. It's a strike. 1-1. Bright takes slow, ball 2. The 2-2-1 is lined down the left field line. Foul. Bright got all of that fastball. Crushed it down the line. And the count evens at 2-2. Bright's been seeing the ball well here in his graduate years. 2-2. Bounces low. It's 3-2. Bright came in as a defensive replacement, now gets his first chance to hit at his first career home run earlier in the week, and swings and misses here. Swinging strike 3. Good AB from Bright, though. And we start the top half of inning number 9 with a strikeout.
Shortstop number 21, Aiden Gibson.
Trying to speed you up.
One out for Aiden Gibson, who's had a 3-hit day and swings and misses. Oh, 1 to Gibson. Breaking ball, drops in, strike 2. Good stuff from Lanham. He's worked ahead on Gibson, who has fallen behind and now takes low, ball 2. Or ball 1, rather. 1 and 2 with an out here in this inning. Lanham sets, he works from the stretch. The late kick and a fastball that pops into the air off the mid of Stanford, who trying to block the low pitch. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. 9-8 game. Carson-Newman trying to score for an 8th straight inning. They've scored for 7 straight frames after getting blanked in the first as Gibson crushes one near right center field. This is hauled away back in the gap, making the catch. 2 gone. First 2 batters retired, and now Trey Miller will step in with 2 gone. 9-8 game. Eagles with 12 hits, the Bears with 13, but a 1-run lead for Carson-Newman as Joshua Lanham pumps in a strike to Trey Miller. Miller 1 for 3 today for Carson-Newman, a lineup that has seen everybody in the starting 9 record a base hit as Miller's out in front of a breaking ball. It's 0-2. The pitch, low, fastball to Trey Miller. Makes it a 1-2 count. One, 2. It drills Miller and a 2-out runner. The appeal, we'll say he didn't go, and it's a 2-out runner for Carson-Newman on the hit. 1-2 hit by pitch. Miller thought maybe it hit off his bat. They're looking around, and the umpires agree that it is a hit by pitch with 2 outs.
Right fielder number 26, Spencer.
Miller's even looking at the first base umpire saying, yeah, you may have been hit, but just keep playing. Let's see, they're not, now time's called. I think Miller thought that hit off the bat, and it was a fair ball because the ball did end up in fair ground. That's why he took off. Miller takes off. The first pitch is a ball. Throw is into the outfield. There goes Miller to third, and the Eagles have an insurance run going home. Miller, the play at the plate. It's made. Trey Miller was hustling from second base after he swiped second, moved to third, tried to round third and get home and steal a run, was unable to do so. Excellent hustle from Miller, but it's a 8-5-2 putout at the plate. To the bottom of the 9th. What a game. It's 9-8. Carson-Newman and Hunter Harrington will try to close this thing down and get Carson-Newman a series opening win. Find out if the Eagles can do it after these messages. This is Carson-Newman Baseball on the Eagles Sports Network.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through auto owner's insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owner's Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network, and we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
Well, Hunter Harrington through the 8th inning, gave up a couple of runs on wild pitches, and now heads back out. He got the final 2 outs of that 8th inning, and now goes to work here in the 9th against Bryce Stober. It is 6, 7, and 8 due up against Hunter Harrington. Harrington comes set. He works from the stretch, and his first pitch is a fastball that rockets above the hands of Stober for ball 1. Closing in on a 3-hour series opener that has featured a combined 25 hits and 17 runs. The pitch is high. It's 2-0. Harrington has pitched a lot this week. He threw 4 innings in Sunday's series finale with Catawba. Here's a fastball. That's a strike. Then he threw an inning and got the save against Montevallo on Wednesday. His 3rd appearance in 6 days. Can the senior bear down and get 3 outs? Fastball hit to right. Nearing the wall is Spencer Williams, and near the line makes the catch. 1 out. Long fly ball out as Bryce Stober drove it to right field for the first out of the 9th.
Up next for the Bears, shortstop, number 20, Zach Evans.
Quality hitter to have at the plate if you're Lenoir Rhyne and Zach Evans. He has 3 hits today in 4 tries. All 3 are singles. First pitch, breaking ball, stays high and in. 1-0. Breaking ball, it's a slider for a strike. 1-1. Eagles offense has hit 5 home runs for the first time in 7 years. Looking to secure a series opening win here against Lenoir Rhyne and Hickory. The 1-1 fouled back, and it's 1-2. Carson-Newman has won its last 3 appearances here at Durham Field. Hoping to win its 3rd straight. Ground ball to third, backhand from Floyd, and foul ground is long throw, a one-hopper in time! Out number 2. What a play from the freshman. A backhand on the line, a throw from foul ground in time to get Zach Evans 2 away. What an incredible stop from Floyd for the 2nd out of the 9th. That was not easy, and the freshman Floyd made it look that way. 2 gone for Cole Stanford, the catcher. First pitch is a fastball, low ball 1. Carson-Newman this year, 5-0 in 1-run games. Eagles up by 1 in the 9th with 2 outs. The pitch to Stanford bounces away. It's 2-0. Eagles 5-2 in series openers as well, as Harrington sets for a 2-0 to Stanford, and his slider is low. Ball 3. To the displeasure of Carson-Newman's crowd in attendance here. Here's a 3-0. Fastball at the waist, 3-1. The set. Breaking ball. Check swing. Didn't go. And a 2-out base runner for Lenoir Rhyne in the form of Cole Stanford. And Chris Ramirez is going to pinch run for Cole Stanford as Hogan Stallings will step in.
Running at first base is number 17, Alex Rich.
Alex Rich will pinch run
Stepping up to the plate for the
as he
Bears.
heads to first base. Go ahead game-winning run is at the plate in Hogan Stallings, who's 0 for 1 after pinch hitting earlier in this game. Stallings this year, 8 runs batted in, 2 extra base hits and 7 total hits. The first pitch from Harrington is a slider that misses low, ball 1. The Marshall transfer goes for his 7th save of the season if he can get Stallings. 1-0. Popped up left side, high into the air, near foul ground. Floyd runs over there, and it's out of play. Gibson and Potts also gave chase and foul ground, but it landed in Lenoir Rhyne's bullpen. 1-1 set for the righty Harrington. Sliders away, 2-1. (9-8) Carson-Newman in the bottom of the 9th. Bears have the tying run at first. The pitch from Harrington. Runner takes off. It's a strike. The throw down to second. Not in time. And with 2 balls and 2 strikes on Hogan Stallings, there's a runner in scoring position with 2 away. Harrington trying to close the door. A 2-2 set and the pitch home. Low, ball 3. Ball stays in front. Runner goes to third. Bright will hold. Check swing. Didn't go around. And it's 3-2. Ball got away from Bright a little bit, and the runner, Rich, took off for third. Tying run is at third base. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs on Hogan Stallings. The pitch from Harrington. Tapped foul, and he stays alive. Well, it doesn't get any better than this on a Friday night in the South Atlantic Conference. Harrington pitching with the Eagles up 1 in the 9th. The pitch, ground ball right side to Travis. It's a foul ball. Just right of the first base bag by a smidge. And Stallings will do it again with Harrington. (9-8). 2 outs in the 9th. Runner at third. The pitch from Harrington. Check swing. Did he go? He did. Strike 3. Carson-Newman wins. Hunter Harrington closes the door, and Carson-Newman wins the series opener over Lenoir Rhyne. 7 saves for Hunter Harrington. He adds on to a league-leading 7 saves, and the Eagles start the weekend in Hickory with a W. Tom Griffin on his birthday will be plenty excited with the way his team hit the ball and pitched it against one of the best offenses in the South Atlantic Conference. His group hits 5 home runs for the first time in 7 seasons. And that was enough offensively to take down Lenoir Rhyne in the series opener by a final score of 9-8. Save number 7 for Harrington, win number 5 for Griff Hughes. And Carson-Newman wins the series opener against Lenoir Rhyne 9-8. We'll do it all again twice tomorrow. A doubleheader from Durham Field starts at 1 p.m. We're on the air right at first pitch as Carson-Newman and Lenoir Rhyne will play games 2 and 3 of this series tomorrow afternoon. Eagles win at 9-8. A full recap of this contest will be over at SeenEagles.com, as well as post-game thoughts from birthday guy Tom Griffin after his team's 9-8 victory. Those will be on our YouTube page at Carson-Newman and the Eagles Sports Network on YouTube. Thanks for tuning in. We'll talk to you tomorrow afternoon here from Hickory. Final score, Carson-Newman 9, Lenoir Rhyne 8. Eagles win the series opener against the Bears.